can't hear anybody, and I can't tell if it's my audio or your microphone. Look what I got! It does. It's definitely got a learning curve. I've burned myself a couple of times, cut my cuticle, but I'm learning. And I've ground down my nails as much as I could with that, so now I'm going to soak off the remainder. Very excited. And then I've got my cat's eye gel, and I've got a UV lamp for that, so oh yeah. Very excited. Do not mock my addiction. Right? I would try to stretch it out to like 3 or 4 weeks, and a big gap, and I'd be kind of trying to file that as flat as possible to make it less noticeable. Oh yeah. It got pricey. Hello, Salty.
To send you an email earlier in the week, but I didn't. So, while I believe we were having dinner or drinks or something while Urch was preparing for this fight, or they were preparing the fight, or we were sitting down somewhere.
Oh, that's right. We've got the boar fight. Is that this week?
Yep. So during that time, Salty would like to exchange pleasantries with Captain Juzette and try to find out from her if there's any place in this little town we're in where one could buy a sextant.
You're always going after the weirdness.
Yep.
Oh, sextant. Oh, like for navigating. Sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She goes, someone, my love, may have something down by the piers. But I've always bought mine in, well, more established port cities, but I suppose you could try here. I'm sure somebody in one of the bazaars has something that was for sale that was looted from some vessel. Yes. I would try that.
And try to engage her to find out if she has any pointers on what to look for something that's actually useful as a sextant, or something that might be a knockoff, or, that sort of thing, since I'm new to this whole navigation game.
Well, at one point, we're all new.
So true. So true.
So yeah, she'll go over, what she looks for in her navigator and the equipment they use. And she doesn't do it herself mostly. She can, but she goes through the quality and the make. You definitely want something that won't rust. So brass, if you can. And this goes into some details about that.
Okay.
And you need
Looks
a watch. You need a timepiece because navigation is critical on time.
Do they have watches, or are we still at water clock stage here?
No, they have watches. At least gnomes. She tells you if you can find a gnome merchant, you can get one of the small pocket watches. And believe it or not, they are the most accurate.
Okay.
But if you can't, then it takes longer to figure out your location, and it's not as accurate. And then she goes into details why. Well above my own knowledge, but because I used a Loran when I was navigating, which is basically first generation GPS systems.
Mm-hmm.
My phone. I need to mute my phone.
Looks like Urch is
Connecting.
he says he needs to be let in. I assume he means Zoom because he's in chat.
Salty.
Man.
What?
I-
What did you do?
He's in.
Oh, hi, Chris.
I'm pointing at Urch.
Oh,
And this is foil, by the way.
okay.
That's a
I'm
new
testing out new models for my hat.
I was gonna say, are the aliens attacking your fingernails now?
Not anymore.
So we're waiting for Jay.
And Brian.
Well,
Brian's here.
Brian's here. He's just not showing his screen.
He's just very quiet.
I think I saw his wife walk in the background. I said, "You're on camera," and she darted away.
Hang on, guys. I gotta make a call.
Yeah, I hear Brian talking. I'll mute him so he doesn't say anything unintentional in the microphone. That's always embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know. I've never done that. Here we go. Come on.
What up, homies?
What it is with your bad self?
Birch was on the phone with her bookie. Put 100 gold on myself.
Oh yeah, that's true. We got to.
You'll never get into the boar fighting Hall of Fame that way.
Salty's got to make some rounds with the bookies and get us some good odds.
This is hard to do on the 10th nail.
Life.
Don't talk to me about life.
So tonight we're all gonna learn how to do mani panties.
Y'all ever see the BBC television version of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago though. So,
Life. Don't talk to me about life.
Marvin.
There is no Marvin but Alan Rickman. He is the definitive Marvin for me.
I thought the movie was just dreadful.
the movie.
Yeah.
You said that movie was atrocious, or did you like it?
Dreadful.
Dreadful.
It
Yeah.
was, but Alan Rickman did a great job as Marvin.
Well, what he had to work with, yeah. I mean, that's a lot to squeeze into a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
It's just hard when, one of your favorite books of all time is an absolute cinematic flop.
They don't always translate well.
Yeah.
So we're
I
all
thought
here.
The stupid TV show was rather enjoyable.
Like the old Intercom game when I was a kid. Played the heck out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You can still
Double
find
fish.
it. Yeah.
Everybody's character up to date and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Hello, Jay.
Masamano. Hello, hello. I said hello, but I was muted.
And then you said,
Yeah, that does cut down on the effect.
And then you
It
said
does.
more or hand.
I'm not sure if we have a ranger tonight or a Wolverine stand-in.
I think that the silver nails are. You might want to get that checked out. It's like it's spreading.
Do you think I did too much with the polish?
Maybe a bit much.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think you should just dip the nail in, not the whole finger.
All right. So, where we last left off, you had made it into the city of Highport, had done some initial business and made your way inland to where you met the, get my notes here, where you met Count Kurtek Belora. I cannot say his name correctly. I don't know why I picked these names that I can't pronounce. And he was a rather, smooth talker. Lando Calrissian, I think is what y'all referred to him as.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And after some time there, and then making your way through town, getting some supplies and equipment, Captain Dupree, of course, was making her way through, getting a few things here and there. And, of course, her and Salty were having an in-depth conversation about sectics and other navigational equipment for ships. And she kept saying, take a left up here, take a right there, and you're winding your way through these streets. And it's just a mishmash of all types of individuals, humans, various kobolds, goblins, orcs, a drow once in a while, and other masked creatures that have tentacles and other things flowing up from their hoods and things kind of sail by. It's unnerving because many of these creatures you've fought in life and death situations. The buildings themselves in different areas of the town are in various states of disrepair. Finally, Captain Dupree, she says, we're getting very near now, and as you round the corner, you come up on a slight, like you're in a slightly elevated area, and you come past, you know how cities have fortified walls that divide the areas? Well, you come out of one section of the town, and you're kind of like on the precipice looking out to a lower area below you as it goes out westwardly into the Greyhawk lands beyond the Primage. And below you is a ramshackle, scattered area of the town. All the buildings here are in much worse disarray. Individuals moving around about. Some of them are actually moving around with armed guards. And you can tell here the demi-human population here is much higher. This area looks like it was also, when the city fell many, many moons ago, was probably hit the worst. It hasn't recovered as much as the rest of the city. But also, you can tell that the orcs have taken any of the building that hasn't fallen over, and they've patchworked it back together, taken scraps from other buildings, if they had been on fire or not, and took whatever they could to get their own huts and homes built here. You see children running about in the street. None of them are approaching this gate, though, the children at least. But the adults flow in and out of here freely with no challenge from any guards. Matter of fact, you don't see any guards at this gate right now. And as you look out over the city, Georgette, she looks at y'all and she goes, so this is really one of the orc warrens of the city. They've established themselves here. It has a rather rough and tough kind of nature about it. So just be on your guard, although no one here is really, I would say, out to get you, if you will. But you certainly don't want to let your guard down, if you know what I mean.
I'm not worried about it.
Very good. Very good.
I got a tough guy with me right over there.
We all
And
need,
D-Day's here too.
we all need tough guys, she says. Alright. Any questions?
Why didn't I turn my light on? There we go. Yeah, where can I place a wager?
Oh, when we get to the killing pits, you can place a wager there.
The killing pits.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
What do you think they were going to call it? Elysian Fields?
The
Do not know.
fighting kids?
1 second. That's not what I
I
want.
think there's always one loser in every fight.
There's always
At
one
least
loser in
one.
all of your fights, Salty.
We don't have to go into that. I'm not fighting today. Well, not in the pit. I don't plan on it anyway. We'll see.
All your fights have a loser. All your fights have you in them. You do the math.
All right, I want to walk up behind Urch and kind of give her a little shoulder massage.
Mhm.
All right, don't worry, Urch. I'm in your corner. You got this.
And where can I report Vel to HR?
You're
But-
super
but-
tough.
But
Urch, I think D-Day is the HR department.
But Urch, on the way in, if you could limp a little and
Yes.
maybe act, decrepit.
Sandbag it, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little,
Well, I'm
frail.
going in. I'm going in with nothing but a shield and a twig. I mean,
All right, I didn't think you were going to sandbag it that bad, but okay, you do you.
But a limp helps. Trust me, a limp is always good.
Get him, girl.
All right. So y'all round the corner, and through a couple of ramshackle buildings that are actually leaning over the street, and you see they've taken support beams from other buildings and such, and they've kind of supported these two buildings so they don't collapse totally in. So they've created kind of almost like a bridge over the road itself with these support beams. And as you kind of look up, you see an orc kind of looking out one of the windows, the balconies. It's very rickety and kind of shakes a bit as she kind of leans over it, and she kind of looks down at all of y'all as y'all go by. She winks at you, Vel, and raises her skirt, kind of disturbing, I guess, or perhaps not.
Ooh la la.
Hell or D-Day.
Ah. Or D-Day, yeah.
Is she a bookie?
I think she's more of a hooky.
As you round the corner of this area, and you get a few cat calls from the women in the windows here and there, you see off to the left of you this structure where they've taken timbers and they've built a wall with stadium seating, all made out of timbers, with some tents ad hoc on top of it, and a wooden palisade fence around the backside of it, where you see cages and you see large creatures in there, some with big iron collars around their neck and chains going down their back. You see one of them is a two-headed Inton, and it's kind of looking out over the city, and it goes, and the kids are there throwing rocks at it and stuff, and there's some orcs out front beside it shooing the kids off because they're only pissing it off. And then
We should free the animals.
and then you hear a loud scream and roar come from this stadium. And if you think that the size of this is probably the size of a small town football stadium, if you will, as this roar erupts from it, and you hear stomping on the stage, and then kill, 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 and then the crowd roars again as you hear a blood-curdling scream somewhere deep within the complex. Then the crowd dies down quietly, and some of them stand up, and they all seem to be walking down different ladders and stuff towards the front end of it. And then you hear some announcer, you can't quite make it out, saying something in the crowd. And she goes, "That's where we're going."
it's got to be the most bizarre area to
No, the bizarre
Wait,
the other day.
butcher a animal for dinner.
Well, that was they were just going to butcher it, but you wanted to fight it, so now we got a thing.
I could just observe it for an hour.
Well, it's too late
Too
for that
late
now.
now.
I think.
Too late for that.
Don't worry, Urch. We have enough money to resurrect you.
We do?
Are you voting for me or against me?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just in case.
don't know,
we
work
do
on that
have
limp.
to Resurrect Urch. We
Work
should
on
That's a
that
good
limb.
point.
Place
Maybe
our
we need to
bets.
keep a little money in reserve.
How much money do I have? Oh, yeah.
Are y'all now on the map?
I do
Yes.
not
Yes.
see any token with vision in this scene, but then I can still see it.
Getting Torrens not on.
Did you claim your character when you logged in?
hmm
Huh. Must be a ranger thing.
Must be.
So you're not able to see, you said?
No, I am able to see. I just got a weird message when it was coming up.
It gave her that You don't have a token with vision
Oh,
or
you
something
didn't.
like
I
that?
had to put them all on the map for you. I had to get
Oh.
a second. Yeah.
Right on.
This is Thunderdome.
So,
0.5.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
so you see a tent with some orcs around it as you approach it. One second.
Let's attack them all and fight our way out.
You must.
So who
learn-
was it that spoke orc besides D-Day?
It's not me.
I do.
Okay.
I'm about to start taking some lessons. But right now, all I know is,
What did you call me?
Oh,
I think I know medic in orc. I know medic in almost every language.
I don't know this an orc.
so as you're standing out front, Josette approaches one of the orcs by the lead tent, and they kind of talk back and forth. She speaks in a guttural orc language to him, and he answers back. He kind of waves her through. She waves to all of y'all. Come on, and you make your way into the complex, and as you get into where the tent is, you see another orc inside of the tent directly in, and he kind of looks up at Josette and goes, "Well, it's been a while." And he kind of stands up a little bit. He's rather tall, and he extends out a meaty paw towards her. She takes his hand, kind of shakes it, and it envelops her hand. And goes, "You know, if you ever get tired of the seafaring life or you want another kind of action, I always have room for you here. And you're always welcome in my harem, too." And she goes, "You are truly disgusting. No, thank you." And
I'll step up next to her.
And he kind of laughs. And he kind of looks at you and looks back at her. And she goes, "Oh, yeah. I'm here to enter somebody in the fights." And he goes, "Well, he'll need a sponsor." And he kind of looks at you and goes, "I'm not sure he's the type to fight here, though. It looks kind of soft and
He.
pinky."
She.
She doesn't look
It's
like a
the
she.
elf
to me."
back there.
It's not me, you fool. It's her.
The elf with the limp.
He waves you forward, Urch.
I come forward.
All right, 1 second.
Remember the limp.
So he's about
Dragging my left leg behind me.
So you come limping in. He raises one of his eyebrows. He's got a short auburn mohawk kind of going across the back, across his head. He's got these, piercing black eyes, like black orbs for eyes. He has a very rough, greenish skin. He's probably a good 6'3", 6'8", somewhere in that area. And he's very lean kind of build. And you can see from scars and stitch marks on his arm where you see like the deep cut, and they've put the hash marks to sew the wounds shut. He obviously has seen some battles himself. His face is slightly oblong, and he has he kind of stands up. You realize he's kind of bow-legged. And he has a symbol hanging from his chest.
Here's to swimming with the bow-legged women. I just watched Jaws.
We're gonna need a bigger elf.
Hey, yeah, probably.
Get one.
1 second.
You know what, Urch? This is a bad idea. Just get into the killing pit or death pit or whatever they're calling it and just stare at it for an hour. That'll be fine.
Just run from it while I'm watching it.
Yeah. That'll be fine.
Like a Monty Python, you're just gonna run around the
Benny Hill.
Little Benny Hill,
until
yeah.
it has a heart attack and dies.
What time would
We
be
have a
down here,
bar.
Chris?
Do we have a bard in this party, and do they know yakety sax?
Hey, Salty can do a rendition. Urch, did you give anyone any gold to bet on your behalf? Or
No, I don't need
No?
gold.
And you might as well bet it all because if you don't win, then
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, honestly.
Then you're gonna resurrect me.
oh right, we're gonna resurrect you.
But then
So
you'll just have what you
Urch's money-
started out with.
So
Urch's money needs to get bet on the boar,
he says to you, he goes,
so that if he dies, we've got the winnings from that bet to resurrect him.
And what
Hey,
if
you
I
know.
win? Then
I got you. We'll get you up. Don't you worry.
I'm more worried about these people not playing fair. They're not gonna
Well,
be
don't
Kind
happy.
of to
worry.
be expected.
They're not gonna be happy when I summon company.
so he
Well, I don't know what the rules are, so
Georgette
No
looks at
rules.
Georgette looks at
Yeah.
Jal, and she
Know what the
she
rules
goes,
are.
this is a friend of mine. We've fought a few battles. He's decided to retire here. This is Balzor, Laughing Fang, and she points to him. And then she points to you and goes, "This is Urch. She wants to enter the pit fights." And the crowd's kind of gathered around as y'all have begun talking here. The different types are all around, kind of circled a U shape, and you hear some people are orcs and other creatures talking about, she's going to fall quickly. And he goes, I wouldn't like to offer a space for your friends to fight in the pits, but they're unproven. They have no history here. And the guild would have a problem with that. She needs a sponsor, and you've been gone too long to be her sponsor.
I'm sure that the Count would sponsor us, right?
And she goes, I can't speak on his behalf. And then you'll hear that silky voice you've heard earlier kind of stepping out of the crowd. And you see actually several individuals who have actually kind of moved in, like around y'all, who are armored and have much better equipment than the average person here. And the Count kind of steps out of the group and he goes, Laughing Fang, I'll sponsor her. I heard
See, I told you.
they would be perhaps fighting here. He looks over at Josette and he goes, I'm looking forward to a good battle. Are all of you going to fight? I'll sponsor all of you in a pit fight if you like.
Oh, no, thank you.
So how does that work exactly?
Bajor
Like,
goes,
Wagers
Bajor
can we get on
goes,
that?
well, we could do a pit fight of teams if you like. That would always be interesting.
That's against what?
Well, we'll have to pick out appropriate foes. You never know who you're going to fight until you do.
Okay, what am I fighting?
Boar.
And,
A giant boar.
and that's when Josette goes, oh, yeah. She specifically wanted to fight a dire boar or perhaps
Or a dire wolf.
if you'll
Or
let me,
both?
you'll let me finish. Or a dire wolf, she says to him. And he goes, well, I'm not sure I have any of those in our inventory. He turned around to one of the orcs behind him, and he kind of talks to him for a few moments, and he kind of hustles off into the ring behind y'all. And he goes, the entry fee for an unclassified gladiator is 100 gold.
And
the-
then what do you
okay.
get if you win?
You get to stay alive. Of course, you can wager on yourself if you like, and progress to the next tier.
Wait, are you telling me we got to pay 100 and we get nothing if we win?
Well, you're not part of the organization.
Oh my God, you're cheap, Vel.
I'm just saying,
Vel, he says, Vel, there is a reward, or there is a prize for the end of the night. But since you are not part of the guild, you'll have to fight your way from the bottom up.
How many tiers are there? What are we talking about here?
And he kind of goes into some details. It's a good, 3 or 4 fights. Now, a team fight, each team puts wagers in on their own team or the other team if they're going to throw it. But he doesn't really say that out loud. But you get the idea. And there's a pot. And, the ring takes 50%, and then the winning team gets the other percentage.
The ring takes 50%, and the winning team gets the other 50%.
Yes. That does not include any healing services or things like that. We don't do that. And of course, if you want to fight to the death, well, that's even a bigger prize. But looking at you, I suspect you wouldn't want to do that.
You know, I've
had a
been dead.
nice life.
It's overrated.
Yeah, death comes and goes.
But
So
But Urch, I am more than willing to put you into the ring if we have a dire wolf. It'll be an interesting side entertainment before the main battles occur. About this time, you see that orc come back up, and he kind of talks to you for a second. He kind of turns back around to you, and he goes, "We don't have either one in the cages, but I do have an individual who can assume those shapes, and you can fight him."
Wait, what do we have that can assume the shape of a direwolf?
What do you think, Urch?
Another
think
druid?
about it.
Another druid? Son of a
It's
bitch.
a mystery.
No, it's another druid.
is that druid a member of a team?
He is part of our staff fighters, our gladiators.
All right.
I'm willing to do whatever you guys want to do.
So, Urch, you put 100 gold down for yourself?
What's the registration fee for a team?
Hold on. Let me talk to my associates.
All right.
Wait, before, what are the rules of engagement? Anything goes?
Yes, absolutely.
So,
But
know.
no interference from external team externals.
Only
What
the people in the pit.
What you bring into the pit is what you fight with.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, we don't know what this is. This could be a druid or what's a tiefling type tiefling? What is a race that can change shapes?
Changeling.
Changeling? I mean, but it could be a level 20 druid.
Well, you know, if the dungeon master is using the rules right, it won't be a CR creature that, you know, we can't handle.
Yeah, but he hates druids.
I have to practice for my next game I want to play in.
oh my God, we're fucked.
It's a
Oh,
trap.
shit, I wasn't muted.
So yeah, anything
Whatever.
goes. What you bring into the pit is what you bring into the pit to fight.
But he's got to.
Team fights are 25 gold piece per member, 100 gold piece minimal.
So
Okay,
if
but
DJ
he's going
doesn't
to
go
stay.
in, that'd be 100 gold
Technically,
anyway.
Technically, I don't know if this works. I'd have to kill him or fight him as a. So he would fight only as a direwolf.
I don't know.
I think he would fight as a druid.
He says, let me get the guy's name real quick. Sorry.
What do you need, Chris, in order to get your shape change that you're looking for anyway?
I have to observe the creature for an hour or fight it.
Or fight it. That's it? Just fight it?
Yep.
So that's like one round.
Yeah, but I think if we go into this, pit, it's not like one round and I'm done.
No, but I'm saying maybe we could get the guy to change into a whole bunch of stuff for Urch.
Well,
maybe so.
that's when Bazura says, "Well, I was going to tell you that he will gladly fight you as a boar and a wolf, if you're up to the challenge, little lady."
Look, Urch, it's up to you.
Okay.
If you want to fight the mano a mano, I'll be in your corner. If you want me to come in with you, I'll fight.
Sure.
Yeah, either way you want it, Urch.
Wait, sure you want to fight alone, or sure you want me to come with you?
Well, if you fight with us, is he going to be in the other team?
Well, yeah, he'll be on the other team.
Well, that
So-
would be a condition that we do want the druid on the other team.
So like two and two. That's up to y'all. This is my fight. You guys want to join? You can. If you don't, then I'll do it on my own.
I will do whatever you want. I got
I'm
your
down.
back.
Well, we're 30 minutes in. Let's figure it out and go.
Go team, fuck it.
I'll fight, or I'll place. Vel and I need to go place wagers, regardless. Either way, so
I can't ask y'all to do this, so
we're offering. So
I'm offering.
that's your choice.
I'm
If you want to
in.
be in, if you want to be in a fight too, then you can join us. But otherwise,
You know,
I can do it.
You know, it'd probably be more exciting if I was in the fight as opposed to just, you know, sitting and watching.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe we,
Yeah.
you know, make a little name for ourselves.
Okay, well, I'm fighting. Whoever wants to join me can.
Well, do you want us, or would you rather fight alone?
I'd probably rather have y'all, just because I don't know what I'm going against.
Well,
Okay, I'm in.
okay, so
more
three
of
us?
you, more of them. There are going to be for you to fight.
Yeah, we
Well,
get
that stands to reason.
Right, but they all know that we're just level 2 characters, right?
What is
I
this
can make
level
it
2 thing you speak of?
All right, D-Day, you in? You out?
D-Day's holding our cash and collecting.
I'm out. I don't fight for sport.
This is to help our companion Urch.
his choice.
He doesn't have to.
All right, so we go in without the barbarian.
So we have Valis, Salcazar, and Vale.
Drea's doing something with her fingernails. I don't know. It looks painful.
It's Althea, actually. Drake.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Now, Althea, you could enter your own battle and get sponsored also from the count if you like.
Don't.
I'm
no,
I'm
don't.
only fighting to help Urch, you know.
Hang on.
You know, D-Day, think of it more as like a training exercise than, you know, it's not to the death.
Oh, it's not?
It's not. I thought it was.
Oh, I didn't think we were entering the to the death.
No.
I think they're all to the death.
No, they're
I
not.
thought-
No, they're not, he says. It is
All right,
until
I'm in.
you yield or you're down.
I'm in.
There are
Yeah,
blood
that's-
there are blood matches though.
You know, I don't think we need to go to that extreme, but I think that this is just like a little practice exercise.
All right,
It'll be fun. Sure,
Yep.
why not?
let's do it.
So
So 4 of us, 100 gold. So 25 gold each.
You sure you're out, D-Day?
This is like the ways of my orc village where they tortured and tormented me.
No, you're
Oh,
not. There's no torturing.
you're making me not want to fight, D-Day.
This
It's
is-
just a little, like I said, it's a skirmish.
This is not my way.
Don't shame D-Day for doing his thing. He's
Okay,
Yeah.
you do you, D-Day.
Okay, so Salty and Vel need to place wagers real quick.
All right, so I'm 25 gold for the
alright, let's see here.
entry fee, which would be 2 platinum. Here, I can just do this. Let's do 15.
How did that get so far off?
All right, I'm taking off my 25 gold. What are our odds?
That's what I'm looking up right now. Alright, so y'all have
What did it do? Okay, 24, 3, and 2.
All right, so, getting the 404 error now on the site I was using. I wonder why.
Were you hacking it?
Apparently.
How do you feel about tournaments, D-Day? You know,
As a child, I would be forced to fight publicly orcs, bigger, stronger than me. They would beat me and laugh at me. Audience would watch. They would ridicule me.
well, you know, this might be a chance to overcome some of that childhood trauma. You know, think of it as a therapy.
Therapy.
Vel, tell me honestly, are you giving him such a hard time because you want to pay 20 instead of 25?
No, I don't think. You think I give a shit about the 5 gold pieces at this point?
He wants
got a lot of
more
money.
tanks. He wants more tanks.
You know, I just don't want Brian to sit on the side and do nothing.
All right,
I
so
mean, I don't want D-Day to, you know, feel left out. The team building exercise.
Hey, let me role play my character here.
Okay, I just, you know, trying to talk you into it, but
all right, so you find on the upper deck where D-Day is on the map, there is a 2 tents on the northern side. You go up there and you can do your bets. The bets for y'all, the odds for y'all are even. So basically, it's a 1-for-1 exchange. There's no 2-to-1 or whatever because y'all have never fought here. So the bookies seeing you as and looking at y'all's equipment. So if they decide a 1-to-1 would be the best route for them to limit their losses.
Bastards.
It is as it is. Now, you can also try to drum up support in the crowd if you like. So while y'all are doing this stuff, though, and discussing amongst yourselves and working the crowd of the individuals, so it's a ruckus crowd, and there are some kobolds being around, basically with large turkey legs, if you will, and flagons of ale, beer, whatever, and something called grog, which is a very dark, frothy, malty kind of beer, if you will. You can almost think like a German beer, if you will. But it's not really it's to be drunk very warm, as most beers were in the Middle Ages. And yeah, that's about all they have for service for food. But so you're working the crowd, and about that time, on the far western side of the complex, a shadowy figure kind of steps up, and you can see he's got big shoulder armor pads and a very silvery shiny breastplate, and he's up in the upper tent, back over in this area over here. As I'll ping the map for you over in this area here. So he's up the second layer. Below him, you see a cage, and below this that his platform is built on is a cage with heavy iron bars. A large creature could be fit through this cage and come out onto the battlefield. It has heavy reinforced bars. You can see there's blood stains and other things all around the battlefield. But as he steps to the edge, he holds his hand up for a second, and the crowd kind of goes a little quiet. They're not a very respectful crowd, though. And he says out to the crowd, he goes, "We have an execution to witness. The Count has sentenced a worshipper of a deity a worshiper of a deity has been causing mischief and other such foul things within the city." And then he goes into a litany of what this particular individual did, although he doesn't say the name of him or her. But they've committed sacrifices in the name of false idols and deities. And as they drag out this individual onto the stage, out to the center platform, you see they have on their chests a carving, and y'all recognize it as the eye y'all saw earlier in the pits beneath the Dark Shelf Quarry. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
The elder
The Elder Eye.
Something or other. Elder Eye, yeah.
Right. And but he never mentions the actual deity's name as he's listing out the litany of things this individual has done. And then the orcs step off the stage or off the platform and then go down to the door, and he goes, "If this prisoner survives, he can go free. If not, this is his execution." And then they sit down, and they let 2 wolves out who run around the facility. One of them runs up the ladder leading to his platform, and you see what proceeds to be a chase and a fight. This man is unarmed, and it's a short battle, and he's just ripped asunder by these wolves who just tear his body apart. And y'all see across the way to the south of y'all, back over here, where the hand is, and I'll ping the map. Over here, you see the Count and your captain sitting over there. And the Count is like eyeing you, Doomsday, as this occurs. He's keeping a sharp eye on you as this, sentence or murder, however you want to look at it, occurs out there in the battlefield.
I know those are bad dudes, I'll adhere to the law.
Hey, what's the range on your mage hand, Vel?
30 feet.
Shit. Be nice
So
to get
do I
that
have-
holy symbol.
I'll do a little, my strong point, my strong set, a little insight check to see if I have any idea why he's eyeballing me.
So you're kind of echoey. What's your insight check on?
Whether or not I have any sense of why he's like staring me down while this execution is happening to my next.
Sure. You can make a insight check.
Be that blind?
I would help you, but it would be a penalty.
Be that blind?
Yes.
I'll give you guidance if I can.
You can. You're up on stage with him. You're all gathered up where he is. You've seen that look before, Doomsday, and you have done it yourself when you're sizing up a potential opponent, friend or foe. He's definitely sizing you up, but with your friends about you also, he seems to be keeping an eye on all of you and your reactions to what occurred out there on that battlefield or the pit below. And you see a crew coming in now and picking up the pieces.
Who is this that was eyeing D-Day?
He would have seen
The
the
Count.
whistle at this event.
It was the Count, Lando.
Okay. I want to make sure I understood that correctly.
I'm very upset.
Althea's upset?
Althea's upset. Not doing anything about it at this time. But I'm going to get that dude before this is all over.
The Count?
Yes, the Count.
All right, so
And you can probably see that on my face.
I don't like the looks of this. I'm going to grab a grog and watch over to make sure no funny business happens.
Okay.
Outside of the arena.
I say there, good fellow D-Day, if you wouldn't mind, keep my flask of sherry safe, would you?
Sure.
Thanks.
Very safe.
So,
Not that safe.
there are some other battles going on. They're early battles like yours, and they're 1-to-1 odds. Do you wish to bet on any of them, or wait into your own fight?
No, I'm going to
Nothing
start
about-
complaining that I lost my staff. I don't know how this is going to go.
I'm going to bet 100 on us.
On your own selves? Okay.
Yep.
What are our
100.
odds?
1 to
One
1.
to
Odds.
one.
1 to 1? Really?
That's it. Yeah.
Even odds.
That's all we.
100 for me as well.
So, Althea, 100 GP for yourself.
I will also do 100.
Vel, you had 100.
Yep.
Salty bets 100. character sheet?
And Urch 100. Doomsday, you gonna bet anything?
No.
No? Okay. Alright. So a few more battles occur. These aren't to the death. Some of them are people who have grievances against each other. The orcs battle it out until one of them finally either yields or is knocked unconscious. And then family or friends run out, pick them up, and begin helping with their wounds. And eventually, you hear that there's a short intermission, and the orcs get up and stuff. Some go relieve themselves over the side to the tents behind y'all. Others go down and get some more food, or some leave. New crowd kind of rolls in. You see the count and your captain across the way talking cheerfully about each other and drinking some wine. And you see a higher quality of food being brought to them. And they have what they call chamber goblins. They're really short little goblinoid creatures. If you could think like a piglet, kind of round and soft features, not your harder features. They're often used by the noble families in the Primage as servants, and they're kind of serving them. And they don't get too much taller than kobolds, but just a little bit, maybe. Not quite as tall as halflings. You also kind of see that going on. When, damn, I forget the name, sorry. 1 second. Where did I put my notes? When Razor walks up to y'all and he goes, if you'll gather down by the main entrance, we'll get you prepared to go in. We have,
Okay.
He goes, we have several members who will be fighting with you. They are veterans. One of them, he goes, I will tell you now, is rather large. You probably saw him on your way in. And of course, your desire to fight the were creature will be there for you, my lady.
Okay, so just real quick for a second, team huddle.
Okay.
What's our plan?
Hold on. DM, can you take your headphones off for a minute?
Don't die.
Plan is to win.
The DM can hear whatever.
So when you're done, wave your hands like this, okay?
Okay. All right. I need you guys to not get hit, if possible.
No.
Y'all stay
I
back.
can still hear
Not-
you. Hang on.
That's always my plan, is to not get hit, you know?
I'm talking to Althea mostly.
Okay.
Oh,
not
really? I thought you were talking to me.
You too.
All right. Okay.
I'm probably going to cast Conjure Animals, and so we'll have plenty of tanks. I need you guys to
Bob and weave. I got it. I got it.
hit from a distance.
Well, that's what I try to do. So
Okay,
Be at the ready.
I'm just gonna do what I do, you know?
Only I had.
if Urch wants to take on the werebeast, because that's what he needs to do, then I think probably Thea and Vel need to try to keep anything from getting around us, and I'll just snipe whatever looks like it's causing the most problems.
You know,
Rough
I'll do my
plan.
typical
Rough
in
plan.
and out.
Okay.
All right, so conjure animals. Let's do this.
All right.
Gonna instantly ignore it.
As we're walking, as we're walking in the ring, Salty's going to be flipping a dagger and he's going to drop it accidentally.
Are y'all done? You ready?
I'm gonna
Exactly the same as Urch, like I'm imitating his limp, her limp.
I'm popping Hugh out of his pocket dimension now.
Okay.
I don't know where Hugh is.
No one believed that.
There's Hugh. Come here, little buddy.
D-Day, you're gonna take care of us if we all die in here, right? Those proper burials.
Cremation.
Okay, that works for me.
This is not a fight to the death.
Have you seen me and Salty fight?
So you hear the announcer ring out to the crowd. We have a team fight. Place your bets now. We'll be starting shortly. And do you have a name for y'all's team?
The Bear Claws.
Bear claws.
The Bear Claws? All right. Then the announcer shouts out to the crowd. Brock Strongheart, Slayer of Weaklings and Cowards, Jewel of the Primage. And he points off to the end of the stadium. And cohorts. And the big doors begin to crank open to that steel cage. And you see an orc come out. Rather big, large one. It's got very primal type armor about him. And then behind him you see a wolf come out onto the battlefield beside him. And then behind him you see a very large Inten come out.
Holy fucking shit.
It's about right for you. And he goes, and y'all were the Bear Calls, right? He goes, and here, new challengers to the pit, and sponsored by the Count himself, the Bear Claws. And then they let you out onto the battlefield. All right. And the crowd kind of cheers and hoots and hollers the whole scenario before them. And individuals begin making their way up to the platform. And he goes, teams, please circle the field and let our customers see the wares they have a chance to bet on. And so they kind of, y'all all circle in, in an opposite kind of pattern. And do you show off your muscles and stuff? Do y'all do anything to try to increase the bets for your team or anything?
Yeah, look at these muscles. I'm so
Salty-
strong.
Salty stumbles. God damn it! Never mind. Nobody believes Salty at all.
Oh my
So
God, you're not even good at looking like you're not good.
But I'm not good. That's the problem.
what do we see here in the middle of the arena?
So you see two pits that have spikes at the bottom of them. You see a stage that's a platform that's about 10 feet up. And on the edges of the platform, sitting outward, are wood that's kind of carved pointing outwards. So anybody who approached it from the outside here, they'd have to deal with these sharpened wooden spikes. All along the edge of the pit are a palisade wood that is sharpened and pointing inward to keep you inside the pit. There's more traps here and traps here. Here are jagged antlers sticking out of some creature you've never seen before that are kind of adornments. You see stuck up in the ones over here to the east side of the pit, northern east side, has what looks like some kobold bodies that have been slammed up into it, and they have dried up and are desiccated, and the skin's kind of drawn up, and their snake hides kind of flaking away. And you see old bloodstains all along the ground underneath those bodies. Same thing over here to the south eastern side, southwestern side, another body, but this one is of an orc, long dead. So each team gets now back to the east and west side.
Okay, and each square is 5 or 10 feet.
5 feet. Teams, he says, are you ready?
Ready.
I guess we're ready. Okay, so we're gonna let Urch do her thing and then we go.
Yeah, I don't know my thing will be right off the bat.
I think
I'm going for the platform.
You see
I can get you up there.
You see the orc on the far western side. His body kind of cracks and bends, and his hands kind of get elongated. His long claws come out of his hands. His hair goes whoosh, and kind of flows down his body. You see his equipment kind of meld into his body. He lurches forward. You hear a lot of cracking in his back. These spikes come out of his back, of his shoulders, and he lurches forward, all 4 hands on the ground, and his body cracks and bends more, and then he roars out, and as he assumes the form of a dire wolf.
Well, that's pretty. Salty, you said you can get me up there?
Yeah, there's a slight problem with my method of travel.
Which is what?
Well, we have to be within 30 feet, and anyone within a 10-foot radius of us takes 3d10 thunder damage.
No, we're not doing that. I'll just run up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, though.
But it's good for me later if I get surrounded or something.
Yeah, it is.
Second.
It might only be 1d10 thunder damage, but still, they take damage.
We need to roll initiative.
I was looking for that.
All right.
There's the combat tracker.
So you hear a loud bell or getting clanged, like, clang, 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 and you see your opponents on the other side begin to maneuver, and y'all realize, hey, it's starting. Let's roll initiative.
Ugh.
Initiative.
All right. Some better music on for this.
Do you have any Tina Turner?
No, I don't. Sorry. All right.
I need another hero.
There he goes.
I think we're it. If we're not it, then too late.
Yes.
All right, I'm going after the two-headed guy.
All right, I think we need to focus fire. Honestly,
Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Who we want to take first?
Probably the big guy.
Big
I
guy.
think the big guy. Does anyone remember? Ettins don't get webs? Did they get poison?
I don't know.
We
I've
fought
never seen
them.
one of those things before.
Yes, we fought Ettins. Oh no, we haven't. Never mind. Wrong campaign.
But
All right.
you know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So
Here, Sonya,
Yeah,
Cancel that whole conversation.
if you want it.
I happen to know that I'm gonna survive this just fine because I still have a mission to take out that king.
All right. So the bell rings. Everybody begins maneuvering on the battlefield. Urch, what do you wish to do?
Okay, I will move up 5, 10, 15. I have a shot on big one, big wolf.
Yes. Oh, right here? So you should be able to take the measuring tool, and yeah, you have an unobstructed line to him.
I will cast ice knife. Second level.
did not think that was that the plan?
Well, I'm just softening him up. So he has to make a saving throw.
You do damage initially, and then there's a saving throw, isn't
Okay,
there?
okay.
Yeah.
23.
So you attacked with a 23.
Oh, that's
That's a hit.
And then everyone in
He takes 11 points of damage.
Let me check something real quick.
It's magical cold. Or piercing. Is it piercing or cold, Chris? For the first target.
Okay.
Piercing damage.
And then everybody else is cold.
All right. You got like a saving throw.
I don't have that one.
Yes, him and anybody within 5 feet.
16.
It's a, what is it, a DC 14? Yeah, okay, so he makes it.
All right.
But he doesn't avoid your damage. That's
Oh, hang on.
That's
I rolled
the
that
save
with
for everyone
advantage.
in.
I'm sorry. I need to re-roll that. I rolled the wrong one. Or does it show me his other rolls?
You didn't get initiative on it.
No, yeah. So he takes the damage, but everybody in 5 feet or 10 foot. I gotta go.
Oh, him.
It's a, dex
Him and
bonus.
everyone within 5 feet.
So. Oh, it didn't add his dex bonus to it. Weird. So, yeah, he still made it, even with the lower die.
He gets initiative. He gets advantage. On his
No,
dexterity?
no, he didn't. But he rolled a 14 and 15. He's got a +1, but it should
Okay.
be a +2, so that would have been a 16 or a 17. So the 16 still makes it. The higher one was a
But
17.
the
Anyway,
About the
target-
guy next.
the target takes the damage. Period. He doesn't get the save. It's everybody within 5 feet of him who makes
No,
a
it's
dex
him
save.
too. It's him too. Target,
target
each creature
each
within.
creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Oh,
right?
so he takes the initial damage, and then he could take an additional 2d6 damage.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Now this
Okay.
guy over here needs to make a saving throw also, right?
Yep.
6, he fails.
So that's 2d6. Depending on what level you cast it at.
Actually, yeah, it was level
So I rolled the
3.
11. I used the 11, or
No, it's a different. For the burst damage, it's a different die roll. So it 1d6 for each level slot above first.
So it's 3d6 damage.
It'd be 4d6.
No, I did it as a.
Second level.
Oh, second level? I thought you said third. Okay, yeah, so it's 1d6 per level above first. For the burst damage. It's
3d6.
always 1d10 for the first target.
why is it not letting me?
Did you cast it at third? I thought you cast it at second.
Second.
Okay.
So did you roll the damage? It was 11.
I'm sorry. Now, that was for the initial one.
All right, so roll.
All
It'd
right.
be 3d6 if
It's
you
gonna be a
cast it
long
at
night
second.
if this is the rate we're gonna do attacks.
Okay, I don't.
It's a complicated spell. I won't cast chromatic.
Not giving me the. I'm just going to do it down here. 'cause
Chaos
it's not
spell.
giving me the option to.
Yeah, it's a straight 3d6.
Just roll 3d6.
Yeah.
I'm watching the crowd as well as the battle, kind of making sure nothing.
Okay, so he takes 17 points of damage.
Anyone who failed their save. Do they take half if they?
All right, so the two wolves, the dire wolf and the smaller wolf, take damage. You immediately kill the wolf. It goes down. I have a macro. It's supposed to be applying death conditions. Oh well.
All right,
But it didn't.
and I will move back 10. That's in my turn.
All right. All right, Althea. You see one of the small wolves go down. The Inton looks to his side as that wolf goes, "Arr!" and freezes up, and then goes, falls to the side, dead.
Well, that
I'm
was
dying. I thought this was not a fight to the death.
You hear the crowd go, "Ooh!" and the announcer goes, "One down." People are doing personal bets to each other. on the
Are we
side.
fighting to the death here? I
Hey,
thought
wait,
we were-
wait! We get 5% on all those.
Well, we can. I mean, we can resurrect him.
I
Bring him
can't.
up.
Do what?
So,
All right.
Althea.
I am moving up just a bit, and I'm going to be shooting at this little homeboy with my longbow.
Okay.
That's a 20 to hit.
Wait, who are you firing at?
Him.
The two-headed guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. 8 points of damage. And then, since it's the first round of combat, I also get my ambusher attack.
And 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, this is like one of. Yeah.
3.
My dread ambusher. It's 12. It's probably a miss.
That's a hit.
Oh. All right. So that's
He's probably just got a health hit
13
point.
points of damage. And then for my second attack, yay, thank you for the reminder. A 16 to hit 6 points of damage. So a total of 27 points of damage.
Yeah, so you're like shooting arrows into him. He just takes a whack, 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 and goes, ah! One of his heads screams out. The other one goes, I don't like her. All right.
New plan, take out the Etten.
If you're done, in your turn, please.
They actually am not seeing any of the.
Yeah, it's not showing tonight.
We don't have any end turn stuffs going on.
Urge, did you?
No.
Weird. All right. Oh, that didn't start the damn combat. That's why.
Aha! Hang on.
Itten's up now.
Oh, good. So we're starting over at the top of the round?
Nope.
You're a funny man.
I will not get those rolls again. Don't do that to me, Salty.
You're talking to me about rolls.
So,
Fair point.
Itten moves over to right here beside the stage, reaches into the crowd, grabs a kobold, picks him up, and hurls the kobold at you, Urch, and he goes, ah, through the air.
Very unprofessional.
$21.
That is a hit.
All right.
Sometimes you just have to beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Moving. Go away.
I thought there was no outside interference. I think that's a cheating. You're cheating.
11 points of damage from the Itten to you from a kobold slapping against you. Whack! And the kobold's like, ah! And it passes out immediately on the ground.
11 points of kobold damage.
That's more damage than the kobold could do by itself.
I know. And the Itten goes, ah, ah, ah. And then he takes off from his side, has a battle axe, and he kind of takes a offensive position. He goes, "Come on, Pipsqueak." The head that was laughing, the other one that said, "I don't like him," he's like, "You should grab another kobold. It was quite effective." All right, that's his go. Val.
All right. I'm going to immediately cast Mirror Image. Then I'm going to 5, 2.
Oh, forgot the attack tactics. Whoops. Oh well, next turn.
I'm going to come up to here. Can they see me? Has he got visibility on me here?
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got cover though. It's not solid. I mean, the legs are, spindly legs and things of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
He can see you,
yeah,
but you have cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to here. I'm gonna
Which
draw
also-
my sword.
Which also gives him cover from range.
That's
attack.
fine.
Okay.
Because I use my action to cast Mirror Image, so.
Okay. When you draw your sword,
I'm gonna draw my sword, which then crackles with electricity. My cloak kind of billows in the breeze, and
So this is your
say, "Let's
rapier?
do this."
this is your rapier.
Yeah.
So you go.
Correct.
Val wears boxers.
You pull out your rapier. Electricity goes across the wooden structure to the side of you, and your cloak billows out, and your mirror images all do the same thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just this group of mirrored lightning-based bards on the battlefield.
Rogues.
Rogues, sorry, my bad. Get characters mixed up. And the smaller head goes, I don't want to fight that. That looks like it's going to hurt. At the end of your turn, Bill.
Yeah, and then Q's gonna fly up. How tall is this guy?
Oh, he's large. Height? Let me see here. Where is his? I don't see here. They're large, so he's probably good 15 to 20, maybe. How tall
All right,
is
well-
it?
Well, Hugh is just gonna fly up relatively high. This was
13 to 15 feet, and they weigh about 5,200 pounds. Live about
all right. Well,
75
Hugh's
years.
gonna go. Hugh's gonna like fly up like 30 feet in the air
Uh-huh.
and just kind of circle stealthily.
All right. One of the Enton's heads is looking at Hugh flying above. All right.
I'm done.
The direwolf bounds across the field. Where is he here?
Hey, it's a dire wolf.
Hey, Urch, did you see the dire wolf?
Alright, he doesn't have reach, so he'll move to you instead. Alright. He comes around the corner, skids to a halt, dirt flies out towards Althea, and immediately goes and bites out at you, Val. You get pack tactics? No, he does not. Alright. $17 versus your armor class.
Hang on, let me look. It would have hit my.
Your AC is 17, so that would be a hit.
Would have but I rolled a 16, so it hits my mirror image.
That's okay. Just letting you know it did hit your AC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my mirror image AC is 14.
That's 10 piercing damage to one of them.
It pops the mirror image.
So the light got.
Alright, that's one down. You got 2 more to go, right?
Hey, motherfucker, I was using that.
In your turn, Salazar, you're up.
Alrighty. Shit.
So,
5, 10.
Salazar, you saw the direwolf come around the platform edge.
I actually
Bite
can't
out.
see the direwolf.
Huh?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was clicked on
He's
Hugh.
right in front of you. How can you
I was-
not see him?
I was clicked on Hugh.
Okay. Alright, so Salazar runs over, stands over the kobold that just pummeled Urch, and says, I got you, little buddy, in Draconic. And then we are going to. They're more than 20 feet apart. We're going to do a quicken scorching ray on the Etten. Let's get this hopefully down. So let me find that. I gotta find it. That should be it.
Your head disappeared, Ed.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm okay. Here,
I like
try that.
I like that his head turns into the wolf head. That's my
Yeah, I
favorite
know. It's
part.
kind of funny.
All right, a 19 to hit the Etten, an 18 to hit the Etten, and a 20 to hit the Etten.
Yeah.
Jeez, selfies.
I should have upped their armor class.
All right. Yeah. Well, don't count on this to last for long, but we'll take it while it does. Okay. So 7, 8, 15, and 6, 21 to hit on damage on the Etten. That's fire damage. Knock off second level spell slot, and then we cast. That was a bonus action. So then we cast. We burn another sorcery point. We're casting a twinned Eldritch Blast on the Etten. So that's an 11. See, there we go. It's already gone. And an 8.
Alright, so you come around the corner, you tell the kobold to get behind you, you pull your hands out and you throw 3 Eldritch Blasts at the creature. One hits the right shoulder, it flinches back, grabs the edge of the platforms to stay itself, but in doing so, your second one and your third one hit it, and it just rips into its gut. You see wounds appearing from its body. It's taken some a good amount of beating, but it's still standing. And the other ones, it gets wise to you and ducks, and they go wide over its head, and it leans against the platform all of y'all are on. Doomsday. The whole structure kind of vibrates and shakes as he hits it. You're like, it looks overbuilt, but apparently it's not that steady. And then he stands back up. Bigger head, the low guttural kind of laughs in your direction.
I reach for my flask of sherry and I'm like, shit.
Alright, Urch, you're up.
I did not have an intern button. Just saying.
I am going to cast Conjure Animal. And I am casting 2 CR1s.
Oh, giant toads on the list. Belle loves those.
Not now. It's not a good time for that.
So roll a, the hell? Oh, just pick, right?
Well, I guess it's up to you.
So frogs, horse, beetles.
What? No, the CR1, the brown bear, dire wolf, giant eagle, giant hyena. I don't think there'd be a giant octopus here.
Alright,
Giant
yeah, you
spider,
summon a
toad.
giant octopus. Can't move around, sorry.
You telling me that you could have just summoned this shit and fought it yourself instead of doing all this bullshit? I'm with D-Day. I should have listened to him.
Did he really summon a giant octopus?
They can still move.
It can't breathe.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, they
They're
can.
You little fuckers.
There's 2 of them, whatever it is.
I hope you're putting it next to
1,
me.
2, 3, 4. Is there 8 of them?
Didn't you ever see Finding Dory?
So,
10 items. Or 10 creatures. What?
you summon only one of them though, right?
There is. I'm summoning 2 CR1 creatures.
Okay. So, the ground next to you kind of bubbles and rips, and then an ashy smoke kind of comes up, and you hear 2 hyenas appear next to you, and they kind of lurch over, look, and they both look at you like, what now, boss? Kind of look in their eyes.
Protect us while taking out the dire wolf and the giant, whatever it is.
So you want them to guard you or to attack?
Both.
So let's see
Attack,
here.
attack while protecting us.
Summon creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which is at its own terms. They obey verbal commands you issue to them. No action required by you. Okay. So, I need to add these 2 to the combat.
Yeah, they have a dexterity of +2 to their dexterity, so would that be added to their initiative?
What's going on with the combat? Now the initiative thing's all... What's going on with it? Alright, let's see here.
Do we need to roll again, or?
Did it not go away?
I'll be right back.
Huh, weird. No, we'll just leave it as it is. And where are they? There's one hyena there. Alright, so we're at, Urch just did his turn, right?
That's, yeah, as a bonus action, I cast a spell. As a bonus action, I am going to turn into a brown bear.
But I thought Urch was at the beginning of
I know, something happened to the combat round. Something, I don't know what happened, kind of weird.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I'm showing Urch and me need to roll. Urch and Salty need to roll again, or something.
I don't know what happened, kind of weird. So Urch was first one up, right? So
Yeah, I had an 18.
it was Urch, then who? This is the second time this has happened. I
I
don't
thought it was Urch and then Bell,
Yeah.
and then Creatures and Althea. or something
It was
like
one
that.
creature. It was one creature. It was the big guy, and then Althea, and then the direwolf.
So it's Urch, the big guy, the Inton.
Yes, and then Vel.
I think it was I think it was the Etten. Yeah, it was the Etten
Yeah.
first,
The Etten
and then
was-
the wolf.
One second,
Yeah.
guys. Give me a second here. I'm trying to fix it. Urch, Etten, then the wolf.
Well, actually, Urch, Etten, then Vel, then the wolf.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
But Althea went in there somewhere
Althea was before me.
Mhm.
because Vel had moved up before the wolf moved up to attack
I think it
Vel.
was. I think it was Urch, Etten.
Althea, Vel.
Yeah.
So it's Urch,
Althea, Vel,
Etten,
wolf.
Vale.
No,
Urch.
No, Althea was before me.
Althea's before you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Urch,
Salty.
Althea, Etten, or was it Urch, Etten, Althea?
I think it was Urch, Althea, Etten because
Althea.
she hit it
So
before
Etten
it
was
moved.
before you, Althea?
Wait,
I don't
no.
think so.
No.
No,
After.
no, Althea whacked
I think
the
this is
before
right.
it had moved.
I think this is right.
Yeah, too many people were talking. I can't hear you. Urch, Althea, Etten, then Vale, Direwolf. He's dead,
Yes.
so I have to remove him from the combat. Hyannis and Salazar was last, right?
That looks right.
Yeah, Salty rolled a 2. He's last.
Okay,
But
so
the,
Urch just went. Althea,
No,
you're
I'm
up.
not. Wait, I'm not done. I turned
Oh,
into
okay.
a brown bear, and I still have a movement.
You're going to turn into a brown bear?
Yes.
And did we get you on the map as a brown bear? No, let me get you here. That will be your wild shape brown bear.
Thank you for not turning into the fucking frog.
We're gonna have to get you some serious therapy, man.
Ooh, the brown bear needs healing. Stuff with that.
You what? She just turned.
Alright, there you go.
Okay.
And none of
Okay,
us can
and-
see ourselves now. I think
Click on
you got
yourself
it on.
I can see myself just fine.
I can't.
Click on yourself.
I
Well,
can't
yeah, all
even-
that
I,
foil reflects a lot of light.
I can't see myself. I can't see.
Reload
All I
your
can see is
browser.
the brown bear.
Reload your browser.
Hey.
Must have hit a bug somehow or another. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like you drug the bear on a separate layer, and then there we go.
All right.
I'm good now.
Alright. So, Althea, you're up.
I don't know how tall that platform is. Do I have a clean shot?
10 feet.
It gives it some cover.
All right, I'm gonna move over here,
No cover.
and I'm gonna shoot. The- 11 to hit. That's sorry, miss.
Yes.
Okay, and second attack.
Hit.
10
Miss.
points of damage.
Oh, it's your damage. Okay.
Nice try.
Alright.
And that's it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It moves right up next to you, Val. And it takes a. So it comes lumbering across. One head's looking out over the crowd. One of them kind of eyes you, Doomsday, as it goes past you. Then looks at the little kobold next to you. And then looks back down towards the people it's running towards. And then realizes, oh, I've got to attack. The other head's already pulling up its battle axe. The head that was looking at you has a morning star. So both arms kind of go up, and it takes different attacks, like at your friends below. One attack with the morning star goes towards Vale.
Just barely.
And let's see here. 22 against you, Vale.
Pops another mirror image.
Okay, you got one left.
Yep.
All right. Then he takes another attack. This one's at Althea.
Hmm.
18. Oh, sorry, 26
Ah,
for 18
yeah, that's a
damage.
hit.
I'll apply the damage to you, Althea.
Thank you. You're so kind.
I am. I really try. And he takes. Stays there. Okay. Vale.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have Hugh swoop down and do a flyby on the Eden,
Right.
and then I will take a swing at said Eden with my sword. Before hits.
Yes.
I'm hitting with a booming blade.
Okay.
For 16. Yep.
16. Okay.
And if it moves on its turn, it takes an additional 2d8. And then I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And fall back to like here. Whoops. Right? It's gonna be like
Yeah, it gets real funky about corners and walls.
yeah.
And the
5.
disengage is one of your rogue abilities?
Yes, cunning action, disengage.
Thank you.
Bonus action.
All right. One of the heads kind of turns around and looks at you as you go away, but you do it in such a way that it's hard for him to even get an attack of opportunity against you. If you're done, end your turn, please. All right. The direwolf turns and towards you, and Urch.
Okay.
And it kind of digs its claws in behind it, and then lunges towards you and bites at your mouth and your neck area. So the two great beasts hit each other. And within, yep. .21 versus your armor class for 11 piercing.
That is a hit. How much? 11?
11. I've applied it. All right.
Okay. I have to do a Constitution saving throw for the to maintain my spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that reminder that you had on, and I don't know if you got it on in this campaign, but that was handy.
The what?
Oh, the summoning requires concentration.
Yep.
Should be on, but maybe I don't have it turned on. I'm trying to get all my campaigns synced up setting wise. I just haven't gotten through all of them yet.
10. What do I need to roll?
You rolled a 10. What is your constitution for concentration? Is that what you're asking?
That was 5 plus damage.
Well, what I think I need to save it. Save is a 10 or half the damage if it's more.
I
10.
will look it up real quick. D&D 5e concentration check.
It's probably faster.
Whenever you take damage in concentration check, DC equals 10 or half the damage you've taken. So 10. So you succeeded.
So we still have hyenas.
Yes.
Ed and Sherry.
All right. So that's that.
Or attack.
All right, the hyenas go.
Want me to
What
do
do you
them, or
want-
you gonna do 'em?
You wanted them to attack, so I guess they're going to go after the Enton.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit.
All right. They will stay close to each other because they get pack tactics if they're within 5 feet of each other. All right. So the first one attacks with a bite. With advantage. 10 misses. The other one bites. 9 misses. They both miss. So they're like biting into its thick legs. It has. It's got lots of leather hide wrapped around its legs and its ankles, and it's kind of like into the leathers. And it kind of looks down at it and goes, "I'd kill you, but you taste terrible." One of the heads says. All right. Salazar, you're up.
All right. Can I drag an unconscious kobold with me at half speed and still cast a spell? I'm
Yeah.
standing on top of the dude.
As long as you have no Samonic. Well, actually,
Let
no.
me
You
check.
can move up to half your distance. Oh, you're dragging though. Just interact with the object.
What are you dragging?
The unconscious kobold.
Oh.
That was really bad form. I mean, come on. Yes, I can do that. I have a spell I can cast that has no somatic component. Oh, no, wait. It has... Damn it.
Yeah, you can
Cast
drag
and
him
then
with
move.
you. Your speed is halved.
Shit. I don't have anything I can cast without somatic that won't kill people around me.
Well, cast and then move.
You can do that too.
Alright, I'll do that.
No, what I'm saying is you can move. You can drag him, then drop him, and then cast your spell. I wasn't sure if it would limit your Samonic component.
Okay, no, that sounds good. So me and the kobold, so half my movement, we'll get there. And then I'm still casting the same spell. Did it come up? I don't see it. Let me click it again. Why is that? There was an error in your macro syntax. Yeah, well, okay. It's a freaking cantrip.
What's the spell you're trying to cast?
Chill Touch. I have a 240-foot range with it, but I'm casting it on the direwolf. He's within range. I'm trying to find my spell book. Chill Touch. Okay, it came up. Let's do an attack roll on the direwolf that is engaging Urch. I got a 16 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Alright. The damage is normal. What did you... Oh, I'm 5th level. Woohoo! Alright, 12 points of damage, and the direwolf cannot regain hit points by any means until the beginning of my next turn.
Wait, I forgot to do something. On the direwolf bite attack earlier, Urch, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. I meant to do that and got sidetracked with questions.
Fair, right?
Yes. You failed. You are prone. Alright, so you're prone. Alright, now back to Salazar. So what'd you do? You attacked 16 hits.
And then I did 12 points of necrotic damage to the thing that's engaging
got it.
Urch.
And what else?
And it cannot regain hit points by any means until the beginning of my next turn.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
And nope, that's it.
Top of the order. Urch, you're up. Althea, you're on deck.
Well, I guess I have to get up.
Yep. That's half your move. Not that it really matters, right?
No. Can I still attack?
Yeah, this is half your move.
Alright, so bite and claw. Shit. $18 to hit the direwolf.
Yeah, it's a hit. Sorry, I hit my mic.
5 points of damage. Pause. 20 to hit.
It's a hit.
14 of damage.
Yeah, it's looking rough. Its
That's my
eyes have
turn.
that bloodshot back to him. He's like, and you see this matted fur and the spikes off its back. It's just like, you hear the bones going, its body. All right. Althea, you're up.
Oh, and there's supposedly a spectral hand attached to the wolf until the beginning of my next turn. But, you know, anyway.
Use your bow, Althea.
On the Etten. A crit?
Nice.
No, you're at disadvantage if you're in melee range of an
But
opponent.
she's not. She's 10
He's
feet,
got reach.
5 feet.
He's got reach.
But she doesn't.
If you're in a melee range of an enemy, I mean that enemy can engage you in combat, you have a disadvantage.
Oh.
All right, so the lower of my two rolls is 15.
But you
Alright.
could move and then
You
attack
can move
Althea
and then attack, right?
and Hail of Thorns.
But wouldn't he get a opportunity attack?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, he would.
Y'all are trying to get me killed.
No, trying to keep you out of the. I didn't realize he was in melee range. Well, I guess I should have because he hit you.
9 damage.
That's all right. You're doing great.
15 to hit for 9. Y'all stop talking so he can hear me. And then an 11 to hit is a miss.
Yes.
So 9 points of damage.
Okay, doke. And Itten's up. God damn it.
He takes 2d8 from Booming Blade.
That's fine.
Wait, and didn't she get an opportunity attack? And
Nope. He was never engaged with her. He stepped. I can't really. Yeah, she would actually.
yeah, unless he fell in the pit.
No. Even then, he wouldn't have, but he still had to go by. And let's see here.
8 points of Booming Blade damage.
And what kind of damage type is that?
Thunder.
Blind, charm, deafen, frighten, stun. Okay. 2d8, you said?
Yes. But, well, I mean, I rolled it. It was an 8. 8 points.
Okay.
Thunder damage. First time I've actually gotten that off.
So he steps around you, Althea. He's like, burn! He's like, "Arr!" This loud eruption noise shakes his core. You see blood trickle out one of his noses. And let's see, where are we here? So he moved there.
She rolled
Did
a
I-
23.
Did I get an opportunity attack?
Yes. What's a hit?
All right, I rolled a 23 on that attack for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, so your stun blade flares, you whoosh across his leg, slicing open a wound in his upper thigh. He's like, "Roar!" The head that's always highly talkative screams out in pain. You need to kill her.
What about the hyenas? When they get opportunity attack too?
Yeah. I will roll them real quick.
want me to, or are you doing it?
I got it.
You guys are gonna kill it before I get to go.
I'm sorry.
I'm just not gonna use this spell anymore. I'm
Got
gonna
2
get rid of it.
hits.
Oh, 90 feet. That's more than 30 feet.
Math is hard.
Yep, apparently.
I don't understand why.
And
sometimes it
DJ
shows
has
and
my
doesn't
sherry
have
flask too. I should be able. I'll be smarter now.
I don't know why. What? I'm sorry.
It's just weird. Sometimes it gives me the really quick option to apply damage. Yeah, but other times it doesn't. All right. So yeah, between all of y'all going after it, it stumbles across the pit, and y'all hit and slice into it, and it finally it just falls down on the ground. I yelled. He shouts out. Y'all.
You actually said that in common.
Yes.
God damn it. Okay.
All right. He yields and goes down onto the ground. All right, and then we go. Vale, you're up.
All right. What is this? Is just blood right here?
Yeah. You think?
What's gonna go?
It's a blood
Thank-
pudding.
You get
20. I'm gonna flank, and I'm gonna stab him with my rapier. $26 hit.
What? I don't have any more.
hit.
Oh.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Yep, no worries.
Take 5.
That sounds like a plan. I can refresh my drink.
All right, where are we?
We took a 5.
Okay, we'll take a 5 minute.
Hey, Warren.
Yeah.
This is what a couple of months of wearing that acrylic does to my nails.
Cool. Yeah, I had mine really long at one time too, so. I remember now why I always got the colored acrylic, because I'm really rough on nail polish. It doesn't last very long on me at all.
Yeah.
I ship it way too easy.
Have you tried fiberglass?
We're gonna do with you, Salty.
Oh, my dog's being a dick. Hang on.
So, just as a note, I have not got the end turn button yet. Actually, wait, I might have gotten it the very last turn.
It's working for me.
Okay, so I might have gotten it the very last turn. Let's wait till my next turn. Sorry. I did get the next turn in the you're up notifications this last combat round.
Exit, do you want to finish my turn? This is 26 hit.
Is that you, Althea?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I had an ex that had one of those. That thing drove me crazy.
I love Doomsday's background.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That looks like SpongeBob SquarePants animation. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It must be a module I have configured and turned on. I'll have to
Just remember that wolf dude can't gain any hit points till my turn.
Yeah,
And I go
I
last.
don't know what it is, Jay. You said it's win concentration thing, right?
I mean, I can't see it, but I know in the other game, there was some setting that reminded you to make a concentration.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Concentrate.
Oh, and,
there it is. There it is. Concentrate condition name. Notify in chat. Prompt player. Automatically set concentration. Blue.
I think it was just a prompt player.
Prompt player, right.
Yeah, because you're the bard, right? You had.
Well, actually, I just heard. I never had to use it, but
All right, Vale. Let's finish up your.
I heard
turn.
Elizabeth do it.
Oh,
does
Elizabeth. Okay.
Does the 26 hit?
What are you hitting?
The direwolf.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty quick combat. Y'all weren't even really challenged. All right, I should have upped the ante a little bit.
I'm almost out of resources.
Well, according to D&D, the D&D encounter builder, this should have been a deadly encounter for y'all. It wasn't even deadly.
So, 27 points of damage.
Yeah.
Salty was rolling unusually well.
I don't think the encounter calculator takes into effect that one person always rolls 4.
Yeah, you hit the dire wolf, and it kind of goes down to the ground, and you hear a cracking and popping, and he shifts out of its form, and it gets smaller, he standing up out of the body as it sloughs away from him, and armor comes out of his fur, and the fur goes back into his head, his body. You see a large orc standing there with a very tribal armor about him, and he's like, I yield! He holds his hands up at that point. And then you hear a loud dinging on the ringing on the bell by the podium. Doomsday, you've been watching this whole time during this combat, and the Count has been intensely watching the tactics and the battle in the battlefield below. And with the hits and the misses, he seems to be quite enthralled by the battle. And when they finally kill the dire wolf and put down the Enton, who is getting up off his knees now, and he kind of nods his head, and he turns around and he looks at y'all's captain, and you can tell he's like, they're having a cordial chat about y'all and your ability. You can just tell, and he's pointing, and she's like, oh yeah, and they're having some kind of conversation. But from this distance, with the volume of the crowd, you can't make out what they're saying. The Enton stands back up, and he turns around, and he goes, good battle, Althea. Very good. The other head goes, you hurt. If it wasn't a battle, I'd kill you.
I jump up and pat him on the shoulder.
Ah! All right.
So, sorry about that.
And y'all spread out and you go back your ways.
Well, Vel wants to take a nice bow.
Can Salty use a
And blow a kiss
try
to
to
D-Day.
use a can Salty try to use a healer's kit on that kobold that they threw at us rather than a potion? I typed in chat that I was going to use a potion, but if I can try to use it.
Yeah, you can use a healer's kit.
Oh, that might be really bad for him. Does anybody else?
Healer's kit automatically stabilizes the creature. No roll necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that. All right. Yeah, because I was gonna say, my medicine. Yeah, that would probably kill him. So, all right, I'll do that and stabilize the kobold and bring him back to consciousness. Then.
Okay. So you begin nursing your wounds and stuff, and then they announce out that there will be a 1 hour intermission as the field's cleaned up and combatants get patched up for the next series of battles. You see,
Urge, did you get what you needed? Are we done here? Urge? Urge?
I nod as a bear.
Okay. So we can go now, right?
I mean, unless we want to advance to the next round.
No, I want a long rest. I mean, y'all can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go sit with D-Day and get my flask of sherry back.
I'm gonna go sit with D-Day. I want to rest.
I'm gonna go get my money.
Oh, right. I'll get that first, then go get my flask of sherry. And we kind of need to talk to the captain and see what she found out from the Count.
okay.
So I bet 100, so now I'm up 200.
So we just basically doubled our 100 and
Yeah.
200?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you made 175 basically, minus your entry.
We need 100.
Oh, right. I'll take
Oh, minus the 25 entry?
Yeah.
Oh, so we get 125.
So you find yourselves back out in the front, and what do y'all wish to do at this point?
Find Captain Mademoiselle
Yeah, we
Gisette.
find our peoples.
Sure, add in.
So yeah, you find Josette Dupree, Captain Josette, sitting down or standing by the entrance where y'all entered as y'all come out, wiping the dirt off and cleaning some of the blood up. She smiles, and she goes, "The Count was very pleased with y'all. He actually extended an invitation for you tonight to come by the palace and enjoy some refreshments. And he actually mentioned a job that you may be interested in."
When does the lusty crustacean pull out?
In the morning.
So you'll be coming to the palace with us this evening?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we're in. Or I'm in.
Do you know what this job is all about?
He mentioned the occultist that was brought here for crimes against the orcs, and perhaps he'd do a better job of explaining it, but basically he performed some really unholy rites on some children and female orcs in the name of the Elder Eye, or I don't know, something like that.
The Elder Eye is a horrendous cult.
Which you know, Jay, was the ones who abducted your friend.
Right. So yes, I would be very interested
Nate
in
Orel.
this.
Nate Orel was your friend, I believe, right? No, was it
Near Fira.
Nefira, yeah. Nefira. Sorry, was abducted by them. And actually, you're in pursuit of her, but that would be the other city.
Did that kobold make it out okay? The one who got...
Yeah. Make a perception check, please.
Perception. Oh, man, you would pick that. I am... Man.
Everybody?
No,
I rolled above a 4.
Just him.
Oh, I made it public. Was I supposed to make it?
Oh, that's fine. It's not
Okay.
that big of a deal. Give me 1 second.
And I did speak to him in Draconic when I was rescuing him, if that makes any bonuses at all.
Yeah, so you rescued him, but you have to keep slapping his hand away because he's trying to get his hand into your coin purse. As he's saying, "Thank you, oh, thank you." He like, no.
You know what? If after I get him off my coin purse, I'm gonna give him my 2 copper pieces, so I don't have to keep track of them anymore.
He's like,
No, not.
He's like, thank you. Although I think being thrown to the air is worth at least 10.
I just saved your life. I brought you back to life.
Talk to the Etten.
It stumbles off away from you.
I'll give him a silver.
Still, 10 gold would have been better. And it walks off.
And I'm
Ingrate.
ready to kill this little fucking kobold myself. Figures I get the greedy fucking kobold to save. Okay. So that was 2 copper, 1 silver. So I have no copper now. Good.
So y'all make your way through the city. Is there anything y'all wish to get while you're in the city, or?
Umi.
A decent sextant.
Yeah.
Sextant.
That'll be back to thoughts.
SEXTANT.
Sextant. Well, there's
Sextant.
2 buildings leaning together where you can get all the sextant you want.
Aaron Drawn's got a nice sextant in the other campaign. I would like to look for 2 things.
Mhm.
I would like to look for a collapsible pole in like 3-foot sections that could go up to 15 feet, screwing them together.
All right, let's make a. So you're having to ask around, make an investigation.
I'd like to also, like, if I see any signs that places might be rogue friendly, signs of that sort that might carry such things?
Make an investigation
I-
check.
All right.
I'll get it, got it.
Thank you. Investigation.
How's
So
that a doodle
Warren,
beer there, Brian?
Investigation.
You're drinking a Doodles, right? Or what it was called?
No,
No?
no, it's a alcohol-free Heineken.
Oh, okay.
So Warren, Salty's deal with the kobolds, he speaks Draconic, and he figures the servants in the city are the people who go least noticed, but have the most information, so that's what he's trying to work on here. But anyway, it's going to take a while. Just let you know.
Alright. So what did we get here? South
I got a
Star.
10.
Yeah. About 10. Yeah. You do find a shop that has a pole that breaks apart. Is there a price in the player's manual for that?
I don't think so. And
Okay.
the other item I would like to look for is a dagger. That
What's a regular
kinda
10-foot pole? D&D Beyond equipment 10-foot pole, 5 copper pieces. So this one has to have different mechanisms added to it. Makes it so it's going to cost you 5 silver if you want it. But you found
Alright.
you found a vendor who sells it. It's a wooden pole with little screw parts that you put together. And you
So
put
if I bought two of those, could I extend it up to 20 feet if necessary?
No, they're made just to be two.
Okay, that's fine.
You could lash them together if you wanted, but they wouldn't be. There's a
But
chance.
technically, if you got 3, you could extend it up to 25 foot with
Yeah, 'cause-
the
yeah, you gotta
union.
you gotta take because they're in 3 sections, so 5 divided by 3, and that's how long each section is.
That'd be.
Right? You wanted a 5 foot or a 10 foot? You want a 10-foot pole, right?
I was looking for like 3-foot sections that could be screwed together.
You wanted a 10-foot pole. You won't be able to break it
was-
apart in 3 sections. So 10
I was
divided by
looking-
3.
It'd be 3 1/3 feet.
Yeah.
So if you got 3, you could get to like just over 25 feet with
Yeah.
the unions.
'Cause
But
you'd
you
have-
still have an
you'd have
extra
take-
piece that you couldn't use.
There's 2 pieces
I'll-
you would have to throw off to the side, and you'd.
I'll
screw-
throw those away.
All right. So that's what I say. It's 5, 10, 15 silver pieces for that.
Okay.
That's worth it. Give me
Yeah,
the extra
totally.
2 pieces, and then I can like hit them on the back of your head, and I know how far to stay away from you.
And then I'd also like if I could find a dagger that's kind of like a survival knife where you could unscrew the top and put preferably a potion vial and maybe some gems down into it.
Well, that's a mighty big ass dagger. You can get one that has a little slit in the pommel. Is that right?
Or the hilt.
The hilt. Thank you. What the hell's a pommel too?
No, actually, while he's looking for all this, I'm going to ask him to look for a spring sheath.
Getting
a
one that
wrist
has
sheath.
the empty hilt is going to add 2 gold to the price, and you can either get a potion put in it, or you can put some gems in it, smaller gems, size of a vial, basically. Okay.
One or the other, huh?
Well, you can buy 2 of them if you want.
No, I want it all to be one self-contained thing. Could I have a gem mounted into the top of the part that opens?
Well, that will take time.
Okay, I'll worry about that later.
Okay. And what were you asking, Salty?
If while he's looking for this sort of stuff, if I can find like a wrist sheath, spring mount dagger,
Wrist sheet spring mount
No.
dagger.
like basically it's just a free action to get a dagger in my hand.
It's that anyway, but
Is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
You can-
never mind. Don't worry about it, because I have
All weapon is a free action. It's just
even
hidden
for a sorcerer.
for anyone to interact with
Okay.
an object.
Well,
You
never
draw a
mind.
weapon for free.
I have 4 hidden and 2 in haversack. So
There we go.
How much was the dagger?
I said 2 gold extra to the regular price of a dagger.
I'll figure it out.
All right, so y'all do this little bit of shopping around town. I need all of you to make perception checks. These will be blind, please.
All right, so blind GM, right?
Yep.
And normal. Blind GM normal.
Perception.
Balthazar. Doomsday. Yeah, Urch, you're making your way to the crowd. Vel is haggling over a dagger, trying to get options and stuff. You just happen to look down as some more of the little kobolds and smaller goblins move by, and they're very handsy. And you see one of them reaching up as Vel is undoing his purse, getting ready to get the coins out, and he's like talking to the merchant, and he's kind of doing flashy around. One of them quickly tries to put his hand into his purse to grab some coins before he notices. Do you do anything, or do you? Oh, who else sees this? No, and yeah. So, Urch.
I'm the only one that sees it.
Yes, you think?
All right, I will yell out at him.
What do you say?
Still a bear?
Yell stop.
Were you still in the bear form, or did you change out?
Oh, I changed out.
All right. So you yell stop at him, uncommon. All right. It's the little goblin and then runs off into the crowd, and the merchant goes shouts out in Orcish towards it, and then does it in Draconic. Hello, Louis. I wasn't calling you. My dog comes running up, and
You speak to your dog in Orcish?
Yeah, right. Do you pursue? He thought I was speaking Klingon. So do y'all pursue the goblin, or do you let it ride?
Did he get it?
No. You stopped him in time.
Just let him go.
All right. Avelis, Urch shouts out beside you, and you look back to Urch, and you see a goblin, like his hand coming away from your purse. There's
Wait,
nothing
you said kobold.
goblin, kobold. No, it was goblin. I'm sorry. His
Okay.
hand pulling away from your purse. His hand's empty, and he runs off into the crowd. Urch, she seems to have stopped him from robbing your purse as you're getting ready to get coins out.
Salty wants to look around to see if there are any kobolds in the area.
There's all kinds of goblins and kobolds moving around about you.
So are any kobolds paying attention to what happened?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them like looking at y'all.
Salty, don't you have a fanny pack?
I have a haversack. It's a backpack. I don't wear a fanny pack.
Maybe you should put it in the front.
The backpack?
You're gonna get robbed.
No, they can't get in the haversack. It has to be somebody. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I'm pretty sure the haversack. It's a magical holding pack. So, let me check. They could take the whole haversack with them, but then they have to attune to it to get into it.
All right, so you make your way on with the captain back up to the manor of the count. You're escorted in. He says the little pot-belly goblins are you see are come in, and they have little white round hats on and white aprons tied around them. And one of them goes, well, welcome to the master's home. I was told that you were expected and that I was to provide you with rooms and facilities to clean up. This way, please. Pardon me. Do y'all follow, or?
Yes.
And so they lead you down off a side hallway and up some stairs and into a side wing of the building. It's more residential than business, and you're each shown to private rooms. Each room is nicely appointed. It's not like really ritzy kind of appointments. but they're nice. And they got a wash basin for you, a wash stand, where you do your business, a banistered bed with tall banisters, and it's got the fly netting coming off the sides of it, mosquito netting, and some nice, fairly white linens on the bed, and some fluffy pillows. There is a chest at the foot of the bed.
Right, this one's mine.
There's a chest at the foot of the bed that you notice. There's a mechanism for locking it, like a padlock, but there's no lock on it. And a very large Venetian-like style carpet on the floor. It's seen some wear over the years.
All the rooms are identical to what you just described?
Pretty much. You all have windows out looking with a small balcony. If you can imagine the crenellated kind of windows with a little balcony with the railing coming up, but it's all made of stone. It's about 3 to 4 foot little area you can walk out onto and look out on the city below. You're about 3 stories up, and out before you see the city laid out in all its glory before you, with a heavy smoke kind of lingering over the city as the sun is beginning to set off in the distance, and a orange glow is coming over the city, and a large red sun in the distance is beginning to set, and the smoke just kind of lays heavy over the city.
I would suggest trying to get 2 per room, but that's not going to work. But
I'm going to change out of my armor into my regular clothes.
Okay. So it'll take some time cleaning up. And what's odd, though, is the city is getting louder, not quieter, as the more rambunctious night crowd of the city begins to wake up.
is Torin here with us or not?
No, he's not. Or he's on the boat, perhaps.
Okay.
We haven't had him in a while, and I don't think we're going to have him anymore. So anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Doesn't
that
seem
would
likely.
make 6. It would make 6 people, but anyway. Hey, Vel, do you need a roommate?
Are we staying here for the night, or?
I think that's the plan.
I mean, sure, we can. We can room together if you know.
I need a long rest, just letting you know ahead of time.
What? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, well, let's.
I'll stand my watch, but I need a long rest.
Okay, well, I don't know when this job is supposed to happen or whatever.
Yeah, when's this meeting supposed to happen? We don't have that much time, do we?
No, you don't. It's basically dinner with the sun setting. It's getting kind of close.
You just have time to freshen up.
You're brought here to freshen up, clean up, and get an appropriate attire for dinner.
All right, we do that.
All right. So you
Prestidigitation for everyone who
you
needs
come
it.
out into the hallway, freshly coiffed, and you see another one of the chamber goblins outside the hallway waiting for you. There's actually 3 of them, all neatly clean. They got the hair waxed back out of the way. They're well, for household servants. They're well groomed. And they go, "This way, please, this way." The little squeaky little voice one says. And you don't go back to where you came. You head further down into this long hallway. And what this is it's like a wing on a building off to the right-hand side. And there's multiple rooms and chambers. As you're walking down the hallway, you see some side chambers. There's a study here. There's a watering room off to the side over here. Looks like there's some kind of little antechambers you can go off into, but you couldn't quite see. It's kind of dark in there. You finally come to some stairs that lead down. And these stairs kind of do the typical one flight down, turn, another flight down to the second floor level. And you come out to here, and you just beeline straight across from the stairs into another long chamber that opens up into a room that has I won't say it's more of an informal dining room. You see chairs off to the back walls. It almost has a study-like feeling to it, but there is a table in here, and in the center of the table there's fruits, vegetables, meats, and other succulents, and laid out on the table. There's dining ware and plates set on the table. There's large mugs of overflowing mead and types of beer. On the back wall, there's another table that has bottles of different liquors and mixers with it. And you see the Lord and a Count and the Captain sitting there talking. And it's going on about, oh, you remember when? And they're kind of, old times kind of conversation. When y'all walk in, they continue the conversation just for a moment, and she waves over to you. They both stand up, and they go, "Oh, it's a well-fought battle, well-fought battle." He goes, "Yes, I came out quite well with the bet. Have a seat,
did
enjoy,
we?
please partake." And
Do you have any ice wine or elven wines?
he was,
And I'm perusing the.
yeah. So just make a
I
perception
dig
check.
into the feast.
Yeah, he does. He has it's a wine, but unfortunately, it's ice wine. Normally, it's why it's called ice wine is you do keep it chilled, but either the enchantment on the bottle is gone, or he just doesn't know to keep it chilled because it's not chilled.
I
a-
can cast a cantrip on it.
You could.
Yep, I'll do that.
All right. So
Oh, thank you, Salty. Oh, this is much better.
you walk over to the ice wine, hold your hand against the bottle, and this chills all around. Ice forms on the bottle, and when you do that, the wine itself actually takes on a bluish, glowing hue about it, and all around the rim of the wine glass, little white crystals form as it slowly dissipates the energy you put into it. You sip it, and it has that.
I'm
crisp,
sure that's
crisp,
not necrotic.
right. It has a crisp. What's that bubbly white wine? I forget what it's called.
Champagne?
No. It's a white wine. It's a wine.
Vino Verde?
Vino Verde, Prosecco, Champagne, Champagne.
More
Fine
champagne, my
champagne.
funky friend?
No. It is definitely a white wine. It's not a champagne at all. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe I'll
It's an effervescent white.
It is.
We'll go with that.
And it's crisp.
No,
as it goes down.
that's not sufficient. We need to know this.
It's crisp as it goes down the throat.
While we're at it, bring me a small lyre.
Uh,
You find yourselves at the table. Some easy conversation. And he goes, you fought with a good team, which is why I asked. Well, honestly, you have no affiliation in the town, and I don't know who I could trust to deal with this situation, but we have some cultists that have been causing problems, and I was hoping that you would do well in these battles, and I do believe perhaps you're the people I'm looking for to solve this problem.
well, go on.
Oh,
We're listening.
apparently this cultist worshipped something known as the Elemental Eye. They have been cropping up more and more in my town and other parts of the Primage. And we've been, well, they are literally capturing citizens, orcs, their children, mostly the weaker. And we've been finding individuals sacrificed with the symbol carved on their chests and the ritualistic murders that they've committed to them. We've had
Alright, so Salty knows that that's bad because that gives power.
right. Do you quite quip up on that?
Yes, I do. Sorry, I had some people at the door. Yeah, I can't.
What do you say?
I'll find it in my notes eventually, but I'll let them know that the elders gain power from those sacrifices.
He goes, well, each time we find a sacrifice, there seems to be an increase of fiendish activity in the city. And this is no kingdom of Ayus. We have no desire to have fiends running about.
Does Salty have any knowledge that this relates to ooze, or is it something different? I don't have anything in my notes relating to ooze.
It's the first time perhaps you've heard of the name. Well, you know his kingdom is far to the north, and he has some kind of undead ruler, perhaps, or powerful lich, or maybe wizard, or something. But you've heard rumors that he has demonic or fiendish blood in him. You've heard that he's undead, he's a archmage, he's a lich, all kinds of things have come down. You know his kingdom, from what you've heard, is overrun with demons and devils and other atrocities and undead. That's
Okay.
far to the north of here.
I'll just let him know what I know then. That it definitely somehow transfers some power to the older eye.
Well, based on each night, when these sacrifices occur, the increase of fiendish activity in the city, it does make sense. I need this solved, but I don't know who within my council is aligned or not. So I thought perhaps you, being an outside force, and with a good word of the lady here, he points over to the captain, I'm willing to depart of 1,000 gold if you can solve this problem for me.
1,000 gold each is excellent, and I
No,
give
no, no.
Captain Gisette a wink.
1,000. He kind of laughs. He goes, that's a nice one, Southstar, but 1,000 total.
And then we get to keep, whatever we find, all right?
Well, unless it's related to that deity.
Well, no, we would destroy that shit.
That is fine.
I mean, we are no friend of these cultists.
And he looks over at D-Day and he goes, you've been quiet this whole time, and you didn't participate in the battles. Have I done something to offend you?
Not at all. It's a story. I was brought up among orcs, made to fight the larger, stronger orcs for show in front of the village, and they would hurl objects at me and beat me, and fighting for sport, for entertainment for others is not something that I stomach well.
He goes, that is quite common amongst the orcs and their ilk. The Red Claws here, we often have problems with them. They will send their young orcs coming of age to a run through the city, and part of their initiation is to attack those in the city. They are able to, part of their claw is for each death they're able to complete a claw marking on their shields or their armor. For each claw on the paw is a death they've
But
caused.
if there are those being captured and tortured and used for ritual, I seek justice.
The captain told me you're pressed for time, though. You're trying to get further north, I understand.
This is true, and time is kind of the essence, but, this does seem like a great injustice that's going on, so...
May I be so bold as to ask, what are you pursuing?
Well, I
If you
told
don't
you
wish
before.
to share, I understand.
No, we discussed this before.
The Game Master has a
that-
short-term memory at times and forgets.
that one of our somebody that I know was captured by these cultist slavers,
Ah,
and I'm trying to get her back.
but, pardon me. I'm often busy and have many things in my mind. Administrating the city.
It is understandable, but time is kind of the essence.
Well,
you
you
know, these
can
cultists
either
are-
go
Yeah,
tonight or
perhaps-
head out early in the morning. I know a battle may have drained your resources, so I didn't want to expect you to do it tonight. The captain
Well, I
will
know-
graciously wait for you and your team.
I know my friend Salty could use a rest, but
Well, I have resources left. I just don't have the flashy resources left.
The captain, she goes, I can wait till you finish the bidding of the count. It's always good to be in the favor of Highport.
this is true, and I also think this might, strike a blow against these fucking cultists.
And perhaps some of these cultists can give you information, Val, that is valuable in your search.
So perhaps a long rest aboard the Salty Grove station?
Or, we could stay here.
You can
It's
stay
very nice.
here within my complex. I promise
Do
you.
you have a navigator here in your complex?
I do not. But it would take you more than an 8-hour rest to learn how to navigate south.
And then, that's not what I'm after. I'm looking for the favor of a navigator. But
You mean that girl?
I don't think Doris is a navigator. But
I think
I
she,
have her favor. But
Well,
anyway,
Salvador, if you're looking for the favor of a lady or whatever your preference is, I could certainly have one brought to your chamber. Your
How far
wildest
is it back to
fantasies, your wildest fantasies could be fulfilled if that is what you desire.
no, I want a sextant. God damn it.
For navigation, he says.
Yes.
Very well. Complete the assignment for me, and I'll make sure you have what you seek.
Okay, well, you have to negotiate with the others, but that's fine for me. I'm good. We're good. Let's go.
I do it for the justice.
And the pay.
I understand the idea of
and to pay,
justice.
you know, that's a fair compensation.
But he kind of looks at the spellcasters in the group and he goes, "Those components cost money, though." So anyway,
That's true.
what
But
do
a
you?
sextant, the
what-
sextant covers salty. I'm good with
Well,
that.
Let me confirm.
If
with
Captain Gisette approves of the sextant, it covers salty.
So, Ward, from my perspective, I did get that message. Do I feel like we could spare a day? Or do I
You
feel
got a
like
message?
we really... I got messaged from back home.
It's every day spent off the track is the potential of a problem, but you know that she's been prepared for a special.
Sacrifice.
Yeah. And the next blood moon is, probably a week away, and that tends to be when the magic is for such rituals is at its highest. If she, as you know, you found out and did not know, she was an initiate priest, and so she may be being held off until then. So you have some time.
All right, so stepping out in metagaming, Salty has all his first level, all his third level spots. He has a Pearl of Power, which he can get any spell level spot left, and he has 2 sorcery points left. He needs a long rest to regenerate anything that's missing. So he is not out of the fight, but he doesn't have the flash that he just showed in that
Right.
combat. So he can go. He can go right now. I don't know where everybody else is, metagaming wise.
I could use some healing, but other than that, I'm ready to go.
Well, I mean, you could take a short rest for that.
I could use a long rest.
Sorcerers
well-
don't get shit off of a short rest.
Right.
Mid dice. So
Well, I mean, it has been a long day, maybe we want to go fresh. I mean, do you think this is something we can solve in a day? Like, do you know where the problem is, or we just got to go trying to find out what's the fuck's going on?
Oh, he goes, my Grummish priest did speak with the dead and was able to ascertain the location of the temple. It's an underground complex not far from here. It's in the Orc Ward you were just in.
oh
Not too-
yeah, that's within a day's travel.
Not too far from the High Port battle pit.
So basically, you just wanted us to go and clear out this temple.
I want the threat cleared out, and if there's any information that can be ascertained, if there's other cells here in the town, how big they are, that would be important.
Okay.
Well, I
All
think
right.
these are the cultists that we're going after anyway. So, we might gain some more information about them by doing this mission. So,
I feel like someone might have told you that.
yeah, I think that's a good. Somebody is very smart there, Thea. I'm a little slow sometimes. It takes me a minute to for things to sink in.
That couldn't have been Althea.
Couldn't have been.
She has tinfoil on her fingernails. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Okay, I'm in. Let's do this. Let's get asleep and get up in the morning and go fuck these guys up, and then get back on the boat and be on our way.
So a long
a
rest.
little more gold in our pocket,
Yeah. Let's do the thing.
So, Captain Mademoiselle Gisette, are you?
I already said she'll
Of-
wait.
Yeah, she said she would wait, so we just wait one more day. It's all right. How far are we from the other place?
Oh, it's about a day and a half sailing time.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. Let's do this.
All right. So we get a long rest, which means most everybody should be maxed on hit die availability.
I
How do
didn't
you
even,
do this?
get hit.
Yeah, but you only on a long rest you only gain back half your hit die that you spent.
Yeah, we've been on that boat for a lot of days, I think,
Mm,
All right.
I think
we,
all right,
we
so
were on the
that's
boat for.
back-
We slept in town for several days. We're on the boat for several days. I think everybody should have maximum hit dice.
I thought we had a fight
David.
somewhere in there.
So if you do a short rest or a long rest, you'll be fine. It's up to you how y'all want to do it. Rest or no rest? That's what we need to determine. Yes or no?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
taking a
sir.
long rest.
Okay.
I
And
would
heading
prefer
out.
a long rest.
All right. So you take a long rest, moving you along.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
that's
Next morning, the Count's servants come and wake you up early. I'm presuming that's when you wanted to get woken. You're woken up. The town is still kind of winding down from the festivities that occur at night. The more demi-human markets and stuff, some of them are sensitive to light, really comes alive at night. And some of y'all may have looked out in the evening over the town. The human areas that are occupied where you are, they definitely get less light. Some of the gates into the town, this area of the town, shut, and only one or two primary gates are open, depending what's going on. But you can see the demi-human area is just a light. There are torches and lanterns and lights and fires and activity and drumming. Those all occur. It's like a massive Balkovalian Burning Man kind of evening going on in that area of town. You'll head out from the Count's household, make your way back towards the battle pit, and then you pass that structure. One of the Count's men is leading you. He's got a cloak that kind of comes down, obscures his face. It's very ranger-like, and you can tell this individual is, well, actually, you think it's a dark elf based on the onyx blackish-like skin.
Does Salty see anywhere he can buy a pair of travel bongos along the way?
Not this early in the morning, and you find you find yourself being led towards some of the older structures that are burned or fallen down. You see mostly tents and bandit-style tents and other things all strewn around here, and you're going towards what looks like an old church that's crumbled in and burned, and nobody seems to be camping around it. As you approach it, you see misty-like, ghostly figures moving around the structure and stuff, and your guide holds their hand up, turns around and pulls the cowl back, and definitely it's a drow with stark white hair, and the coat kind of flows back in a way, and she looks at you and she goes, "There is your destination."
Thank you for your guidance, lady.
Do the thing.
I wish you well and good luck. And she turns
Yeah.
and briskly walks away.
Thank you very much.
You find yourself standing outside this old church-like structure that's collapsed. What do y'all do?
Kill them all.
Hey, Jenkins.
All right, but you need to play it cool here.
Well, you want to do a little.
Don't be a
investigation?
Ragnar. What?
Well,
You want me to-
Although I would say your sunblade might be your weapon of choice here. Just saying.
You want me to
Well,
go
you
check
want-
it out?
Do a little investigation.
Sure. That's
So you're going to move into the complex, Vale?
Oh, you want me to go by myself?
Do we have
Check it
any
out.
way to monitor his vitals?
You know, if Hugh comes back and he hoots 3 times at you, come a running.
That's
Good enough. Would you like a shot of sherry before you go?
No, I got my Armagnac right here.
Oh,
Or
can I have a shot of that
send-
before you go?
Yeah,
Or-
that is a good idea.
Or send Hugh.
I'm in.
Or you can send Hugh.
Yeah, I could send Hugh up there, but you know, he's not quite as investigative powers that I have. You know.
And he dies.
Yeah, I plus don't want that. I'm bringing Hugh with me. You know. I'll go scope it out.
So Warren, just on a side note, the Hewart's Haversack doesn't say it requires attunement, so I don't know how that applies to pickpocketing.
All right, we'll look at that later.
Okay.
It's not
just
critical
letting
right
you know.
now.
Yeah.
Just remind me. All right. So, what do you do, Avelis? So, also, all of y'all, are y'all just like out in the road? Or are you? What are y'all doing? It's like you just standing out there. What's the rest of y'all doing?
I think Salty would try to hide for what that's worth. It's not worth a whole lot, but he'll try.
Well, there's different structures around you that have collapsed. Some have been kind of rebuilt, like lean-tos.
It's salty though.
There's all kinds of
so.
places you could, retreat into. There's some alleyways and darkened areas.
Althea definitely tries to find some place unobtrusive to hide.
All right, so if all of you who are going to try to hide, make stealth checks that are, hidden.
Hidden? Alright, sorry. Alright, so Salty's intent is to try to hide where he can try to keep an eye on Vel, although he knows that that's probably not going to happen because Vel's going to hide from him. But anyway, that's his intent.
Hey, Urch, how about a little prayer before I go and try to be stealthy in this place? You know.
Guidance.
All right. Well,
Go ahead.
slip into the shadows and make my way toward the temple and look for any kind of general investigation for doors, entranceways, guards.
Okay. 1 second, please.
This whole spell sniper thing is flawed because the point of a sniper is to be able to determine where the enemy is, and Salty has the worst perception in the group. Anyway.
I hope you took a proficiency in the perception.
I did. It doesn't help. I'm +2.
That's a better than nothing, you know.
By the time I get time, min-maxing, wisdom is crap.
Yep.
All right, so y'all, Vel, you begin moving into the ruins about you, skulking your way in. Off in the distance, you begin to see this barely cresting over the horizon, a bolt of light kind of beginning to, array of it kind of like spreading across the sky, but it's real low, and the dust and the smoke and the haze in the air creates this glow that begins to kind of like filter across the city.
Hope that's the sunrise and not some atomic explosion.
And
Yeah.
so all of y'all, did anybody not decide to hide? It looked like y'all all rolled stealths, right? So you all found little nooks and crannies kind of between the buildings, spread out, watching inward. Velis moves in, and where's your bird? Where's your owl?
He's, near me.
All right. So he's flying around about. You step into the ruins, kind of looking around. As soon as you pass the boundary of the old slab of the building, a chill comes across you. The breath coming out of your mouth begins to like little crystallized air of cold, chilled fog that you would see on a cold winter day. You get a chill and goosebumps across your skin, and you hear like in the air all about you. What do you wish to do?
Okay, that seems like that's worth reporting back.
Well, so what do you do?
I
You hear a ching off somewhere deeper into the complex. You think you see movement back where the old altar might have been.
Can Salty do a message to him?
Now at the moment he's still, in his action. You have to wait. So
All right.
what do you do?
well, I guess I'm gonna. What do I do? So I see some movement.
So
Air's
imagine
very
an
cold.
old, tall cathedral-like church, not like a massive Catholic cathedral, but a very large ceiling, and it's collapsed and bent over. There's large structures, stone structures, and columns that have fallen into and around. And if you weave between them, they've created like a tunnel and a little pathway. And you see tracks here and there as you look about, but you're not sure what exactly you see. You have to move in a little bit more and get a better look, or bring some light into the interior, because like I said, the roof collapsed in and it's burned and people have thrown trash on it, and you see like little motes of like little light off in the distance, kind of, then it fades away.
Well, I guess how far am I from the party?
Good 30 feet, 35
Oh,
feet.
only 30 feet.
Probably 30. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will cast message back to D-Day, because he's our battle commander. And I will say, it's very cold here, and I hear some weird shit. Could be some kind of a magical ward. I don't know. You can answer me. Did you hear me, D-Day?
Yeah, we're coming in.
Okay. Well, then I will hide.
All right, give me a stealth check. That wasn't much of a scouting thing, but okay.
And hopefully we find you.
Val, what's your hide check, please?
Let me work it on it.
42.
Stealth. Normal.
Uh-oh.
It's a question
Althea
mark.
froze. Althea's a mannequin again.
I don't even see her at all.
Althea doesn't like people seeing her eat.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's dark and creepy, and there's stuff in there that's creeping.
All right, y'all begin making your way to the edge. As you get nearer, you like you said, that coldness kind of literally you can feel it like go across your nose, past your hearing, your ears, back through your back, and down your spine as you move in. It's chilly and cold. And as I said earlier, you'll hear a.
Oh, we're home. I'm home.
As you move past that, once you get past the entry, the murmuring and the noise fades away, and now you just hear, just the cold crispness of the air around you. Bits of motes of light here and there, like floating around and about, but they're way out of any range that you could ascertain what they are, and they're towards the back of the complex, where you think you see, amongst all the collapsed structure, an old altar where they may have done the religious rites here, whatever they were.
Never mind. I'll email you later.
You want me to move on forward some more, or
Is there a map?
No.
Okay.
we just all go together?
Yeah, let's all go together.
Yeah,
Let
we're trying to follow you as well as we can, but you're hiding from us.
Yeah, we're kind of creeping in.
Vel bust out his fancy new 10-foot pole.
10, 25 foot, 27 and a half foot.
Well, I figured if it was 10 feet and then I bought 2 more and added 2 middle sections, that would be 6 more feet. So it's like a 16-foot pole.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I only need, 10 feet worth.
No, 16's good.
Yeah. It's 1 more than 15.
Yep, because we stay 10 foot back from you, and hopefully we'll be out of the blast radius.
All right, so Vel will cast Mage Hand, grab the 10-foot pole, and check for traps along our path leading deeper into the complex.
Okay, 1 second, please. All right. So, Vel leading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have no idea where we are.
So on the current page you're on in Foundry, just line up your miniatures in the order in which you are marching.
Okay. Vel, you're first, so place yourself and we'll line up behind you.
Which direction are we going, Bill?
I'm
I
assuming
don't
north?
seem to be able to drop my miniature.
Right,
I can.
I'll bring up the rear. So
there we
I'm
go.
right here.
Salty would like to be in the middle somewhere.
You are.
I would like D-Day to be close to me.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Oh, that's perfect. I like that very much.
Okay.
This looks like
So you begin.
Okay.
You're in the back
Mine's
of the back
not
of the
working.
structure. Where do you want to be, Salazar?
I want to be in the middle. Oh wait, is Vel at the top and we're
Yes.
moving north?
You're heading north.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm good then.
Always
All right.
assume on the map, just the top is the first person, regardless if you head north, south, west, or east. That's the
Yeah.
first person.
Okay, I'm good then. Yeah, all
Okay.
the meat shields are in front of me. I'm
All right,
happy.
So you begin making your way into the structure, over some columns. As y'all move in, you see Vel pop out from behind one of the old fallen columns and kind of flags y'all on. And you kind of climb over one, slide down the side of it, and like I said, you can see the particles of dirt and dust kind of falling down to the air, little motes, And as you come over one of the columns and you can see the tracks leading into it, and you kind of take a look at them, they're not trying to hide the tracks, so they're really obvious, and you can see they're humanoid in shape. Some are booted. You don't see like any bare feet or anything that stands out as a creature of any type. But there's an obvious path from the entrance where y'all came in that leads through the structure. The further you go in and deeper you go in, you notice the temperature gets cooler and cooler in the chamber. Ahead of you, you see by the altar, probably about a good 40 feet from the altar, and you see a light, a whitish light kind of come out of the altar itself, and it kind of looks in y'all's direction, and then it kind of gets larger, and then begins flowing towards you, and it has a ghastly pulled back face. The skin is taut across its chest. You see what appears like a fist with a lightning bolt in its old ghostly armor, very elaborate armor, probably plate mail of some sort. And this creature just kind of comes flowing towards y'all. And you see back on the back wall that's kind of skewed and off to the side, leaning against some of the columns that fell. So you have the altar here. These columns fell against the back wall, and then it fell against it. You see a large round symbol of some sort that has that same fist and the lightning bolt going through it. That's perhaps the deity they worshipped at one point. And this figure kind of rose towards y'all. What do y'all do? And it's going
Freaking
right through the
prepare for
stone and the
attack.
structures. It's getting closer and closer. You
Urch,
attack
I
it?
think this. No, I think this seems like Urch's wheelhouse.
Can Salty make a religion check on that fist with a lightning
Sure. Anybody who's
bolt?
desires can.
His desires can. Okay, yeah. So that's
Why
Anybody
not?
who desires can.
Yeah, why wouldn't
Oh, all right.
Sometimes I
make it
require
there.
you to be trained in things, but common religions. are
Well,
pretty-
Salty is
A
trained
religion?
in religion.
You want us to do a blind?
Blind roll.
no. If you
No.
don't know, you don't know. I'll just tell you.
So
I told you this is
just
Urch's
a regular
wheelhouse.
roll.
Yep.
So y'all notice the symbol. This is a one of the major deities. Hieronymus is a tall human man. He is
These guys are supposed to be like kinda almost good.
yeah, they are a lawful good deity. Chivalry, justice, honor, war, daring, and valor is what his followers are. He has armies of paladins. Remember,
That's salty.
Highport,
Definitely.
Highport used to be a human nation that fell a long time ago. This is an old temple to this deity that's no longer. And now, this being kind of washes towards y'all, and what do y'all do? It's about 20 feet away and getting closer. Velis?
I step back.
I don't even remember what
It's
my
not
alignment...
slowing down.
Oh,
Its
there's
approach
my
is coming
alignment.
straight at you. What do? It's now 15 feet away.
I step back.
All right, it's now 10 feet away. The air is
Hey, we
getting
mean-
colder and colder
Hey, I
as it's
say,
approaching.
hey, we mean
now
no harm.
5 feet away.
We are here to purify this place.
Salty steps up and says that we mean no harm.
Anybody
He's
else?
probably the worst guy to do that, but hey, whatever.
All right.
You got the highest charisma. We are here to purify the place from this elemental evil bullshit that's
Make
infecting
a
us.
persuasion check, please. Velis.
Oh, great.
And
I told
Salty.
you. Yeah, salty.
Okay.
Yeah, salty.
Yeah, salty.
Guidance.
Blind roll or what kind of roll?
Blind.
Blind.
You can make
All
it public. Go ahead.
Public.
Persua-
All right.
Sure.
Persuasion.
Yep.
Mocking. Let's do that.
Really? God damn!
Holy shit! I can't believe I got an 18.
I can't
so
believe I only got a 19.
I rolled a 19 and I got an 18.
It rolls right up to you. Does Velis have a beard? Does Salty have a beard?
No, Vel does not have a beard. I'm an
Salty,
elf.
Salty has like just a little tiny
Right.
goatee.
So it rolls up towards you, and it's almost right up on you, and the hair on your eyebrows is freezing over. Your hair is getting crisp and cold. Your breath is coming out strong, fog-like coming out of your mouth, and then it halts right above y'all, lording over both of y'all. It's really large and taller than you, and it kind of looks at you and goes, "Why do you come?" And as it speaks, its breath rolls across all of you. Everybody in the group needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Boy. At least I might ring.
Is this for cold?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's wisdom. Wisdom. My bad.
God damn it!
Yeah, right. God, exactly.
Fuck!
Damn it.
If you get below a 13,
I was like, yeah, 19!
if you get below a 13, let me know.
I got below a
Yeah,
13.
I probably
I'll tell you.
will get below a 13. Yeah, I got a fucking 1. I had
Yeah.
a 19 on a con save.
I'm the only one that passed.
Salty
Technically,
failed.
you got a 0.
Val failed. D got a failed. Urch.
Failed.
Urch
Credit.
passed. Or did you succeed? Urch. What'd you get?
26.
20, you succeeded. And Althea,
I failed.
you failed. Alright. Alright, so all of you are just paralyzed with fear and you can't move and you're shivering. It's Urge though, this sensation washes over you. You shrug it off. You still have all the cold effect going on. Your cloak is frozen like somebody over bleached it and stuff. Why are you here? It says. What do you do, Urge?
Oh, you.
We're here to rid this place of the evil.
Who's your deity, Urge?
I think I'm the old gods.
Like Game of Thrones shit.
No, what is it?
We
The
worship the old gods. Sylvanas?
I don't even know what. Where do you find that? Oh, I found it. Okay. Oh,
old faith.
Find it.
yeah. Don't ask me who my deities are. Well, one of them
old
might be
Barry,
okay.
Berei, the goddess of agriculture and family. The symbol's a leaf of wheat stalks. Was that it?
Mine
Yeah.
is old faith, a bad Haya, and BEO, whatever that is.
Hey,
Beory? Barrow, goddess of Oreth, nature and rain. Okay.
Yep.
So, all right. It's only concerned about him. And it kind of comes down. It diminishes in size, and it kind of comes down to the ground where you are, Urch. The armor about it kind of solidifies just a little bit more. While everybody else is still kind of just frozen in fright from this creature, but it begins to wear off of y'all. It's waiting for you to say something to it, but you're not sure what. What do you do?
We mean it no harm, or it's resting grounds.
It reaches a hand up like this and goes, "There's a cancer here."
Well, we're here to get rid of that cancer. You say cancer?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There-
You mean consumption? You mean like the consumption?
And it goes, "Commune with me." And his hands come forward, and it tells you to come forward.
I will.
All right. Do you submit to it?
Sure.
Y'all see this ghostly figure like meld into his body, and she shakes. Her, sorry, I keep forgetting that. And she shakes just for a moment. Her eyes roll back and go milky white, and she turns around and looks at all of you, and you feel it just kind of perusing your brain. Arch, do you try to resist, or do you allow it to?
Allow it.
All right. After just a few moments, it pulls away from you, and it goes and it
You
points.
gave it access to your contact list. God damn it!
It points to the altar and then sinks into the floor. And all of you, the temperature begins to rise, but it never quite get past, the freezing temperature here in the chamber.
Okay, I guess we need to go to the altar. Are they okay? You guys okay?
So, when it was in it, you felt that it has been time and time again violated, pushed back. Something that comes in here regularly has the power to push it away. Whatever it is, you're not sure. It's never seen it, but it knows it's some kind of creature that comes in here regularly and forces it away.
Pushes it away from what?
From materializing like it did with y'all.
Oh, okay.
It's not able to challenge it like it is y'all. Or did y'all. What time is
Okay.
it? Okay. So y'all proceed on up forward to the
Yeah.
To
To
the altar.
To the altar? Alright. Sure enough, as you get to where the altar is, the lid of it is skewed off to the side. Inside that you see what appears to be an old knightly figure that had been entombed here as part of the temple when it was constructed. There's carvings and reliefs all about it, but they've all been defaced and etched away. The figure inside, the armor is just pitted and rusted and destroyed. Behind the altar on the floor, the marbled flooring has been cracked open and has collapsed inward, and you see a spiral stair leading deep into the darkness. And the mist that's in the chamber, that's been kind of lingering all about, it's like spilling down and spiraling down the stairs.
On the armor of the figure inside the sarcophagus, or whatever you want to call it, are there any runes or figures or religious
Yes,
symbols?
there's a on the breastplate of it, etched into the armor here, and a shield that's been just cracked and pitted. Obviously, somebody make a. Let me see what your character can do real quick.
Religion and history are my two that I think would apply. I don't know.
Well, wait a second here. Player characters, Greyhawk. Yeah. Make a intelligence check.
And just okay, so intelligence and then ability check.
Yeah.
And blind, public, whatever.
Public, it's fine.
Public.
Maybe guidance.
Guidance. So that's I'll add a die 4. I'll add the die 4 after the roll. Oh my god. Wait,
Chris?
what did it just do?
All right.
Hang on.
So anyway,
Hang on, I haven't added the die 4 yet.
Well, even with a 4, it's yeah, okay. So you you can't make out what happened to this armor, but it's been defaced and ruined. But on the chest, scratched up and partially melted and pitted, is what remains to be of the hand with bits of the lightning bolt. So they've defaced the big symbol on the wall. All of the runic symbols on the altar itself have all been defaced. Any religious iconic symbolism here has been defaced and ruined. And
Step
all right,
aside,
well,
Salty, and let me
Salty will
investigate
try
what's
to-
going on here. I will
Okay.
take a look very closely.
Salty will step around to the side to try to close it after Velis takes a look.
All right,
Vel takes a look.
No, I have to log off soon.
we're almost done.
Yeah.
So Vel, make a quick investigation or intelligence check.
I will make an investigation.
Fuck these random dice.
All right. So as you look about, you can tell somebody's poured acid to deface all the armor and any religious iconic figures. But one thing you do notice on the skull itself, as you kind of poke around, the helmet kind of pulls back a little bit. Somebody has etched on the skull a curse, the symbol of the Elder Eye. When you see that, the skeleton itself kind of goes, it vibrates and shakes, and a hand goes onto the edge. And we'll pick up next week from here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nice.
All
Perfect
right.
ending.
Good
Very
ending.
nice, man.
All
All right.
Wow, it's amazing that the script writer got us to that point at exactly 3 hours. That is just fantastic.
It took a lot of effort to get y'all there.
Well, that was
Hey,
pretty good.
Salty's
'Cause
always here to support with shit ass rolls. So
considering we started at a fighting pit and ended at a temple of elemental
Spooky
evil.
temple.
Hey, well, at least I can turn into a dire wolf now.
At least that.
It was all worth it.
All right. See y'all
I
next
hope-
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
guys,
y'all.
ladies.
All right,
well,
see
we
you,
lost
Elizabeth.
a healer skit. So
I'll be on for a
They,
couple.
they have
I'll be-
5 uses.
I'll be on a little bit longer. I've got to put down what y'all did and so forth. So maybe I'll just chat or ask me questions. You're more than welcome to.
Hey, I gotta go. I'm having a logging day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
You too.
See you, Chris.
So does it usually take basically a level or milestone for one of the elder items to awaken?
Yeah. So Vel's actually I have to actually tweak a little bit because he's or nerf because it shouldn't have woke up as much as it did. So, but yeah, the next
It didn't wake up that much.
level 7's really when they start doing more than +1.
Okay.
Well, right. I mean, all I got is the extra lightning damage. You're welcome to take that away, and then the thaumaturgy. Only when I draw it.
Yeah. So
But those other powers, you haven't awakened those yet. You said I could add the plus to attack and damage and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thaumaturgy.
yeah, I'll look at it
that-
and figure out what's.
Yeah,
what's-
that's all I've used on it. I haven't used any of the other powers.
Yeah, I don't know how much correlation there'll be because Salty's is a ring and it affects shadow powers.
What? I've forgotten
No.
a word. When you deface a holy site, it's called desecrate.
Desecrate?
Desecrate. Yes, thank you.
Desecration. Yep. Yeah, these I don't know, man. I swear these dice suck for Salty. Kwai Chang plays and he gets like random rolls. Salty. It's just I swear.
All right. Any questions?
No,
Nope, fun night.
that was all I had. I got the so I did go into D&D Beyond and I got the Soloist language added for Salty, but it's not something I can do in the Foundry. So if you want to pull in Salty to the Foundry, but I don't know what that's going to do with his ring.
Did you get it entered into D&D Beyond?
I just entered a ring of protection and then made it a
I
I
thought I
modified
created.
it.
I thought I created a custom item. Let me look here real quick.
Yeah, you gotta homebrew it,
So I'll go my homebrew
which is
creation.
kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, what you do is you take
Okay.
something that's similar and then you modify it. Yeah, I got your gloom ring right here. Let me see here. Gloom ring. Ring rare. The ring is cold to touch. Yeah. Did I not give that to you? Let me go back to your.
I don't see it in
That's okay.
in D&D Beyond.
It's there. I have to go to your character real quick. So let me go. My campaign.
If you add it, I can get rid of the one I added because I added one called Gloom Band.
Give me a second here. And Salsazar. View. Let me see. How do I add my homebrew shit to your character?
I need to roll here myself, but Warren, if you want to talk about the weapon, just hit me up on Telegram whenever.
I certainly will. No problem.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, well, it's a fun game. Looking forward to the next dungeon crawl.
Yeah. This campaign is definitely capturing me because
I'm enjoying
characters are developing and magic items are developing and also this is Greyhawk and this is a world that I almost grew up in. So, it's
Right?
it. Yeah, I played mostly Forgotten Realms or Homebrew.
Well,
I played a lot of Greyhawk. And
I'm
then,
hoping I'm doing it just all right. Check your character now, Salsazar, and see if it's updated.
Which-
I added the gloom ring.
in
All right.
D&D
Both of
them.
Beyond.
You guys later.
or-
Bye, Val. Or,
Bye.
bye, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
Bye.
In D&D Beyond or
Both.
in both?
Yeah, because in D&D Beyond, I added my gloom ring.
So under equipment, inventory.
Cold to the
Let me-
touch, it appears as smooth, features black chrome metal with an oily slick like oil on water when held up to the sun. Grants dark vision 60 feet. You gain +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing this ring.
Okay, I found it. All right, so I
That's-
need to accept that one and get rid of this one.
Alright. And then if you go into
And-
D&D Beyond, you should see that in your inventory also, somewhere.
All right, let me refresh. How do you refresh D&D Beyond?
I did it already, but if you alt-click on the B on your next to your name, maybe you see that.
Alt.
So you open your character sheet, you'll see a big B, big red B next to your name, Salsazar. Do you see that? You may not. I don't know. On your permissions. Don't worry about it. I've refreshed it.
Okay, so go to inventory
Yep.
and I see Ring of Protection.
Yep. There's a gloom ring. Here, I'll click it real quick and let me.
Oh, I see Gloom Ring down below.
Yeah. Let's see. I
Yep,
think
there
I
it
can-
is.
I can give you a filters ring.
I
think-
see Trinket, 10 AC, not equipped, and proficient. They look like buttons I can push.
Yeah, let's go. Systems. D&D 5e. Icons. Items. Jewelry. God.
I know.
Ah! I didn't hit save. So annoying. I'm so used with with Google, you select something, it automatically says, "Oh, you must want that, right?" There it goes. Now it should have an
All right.
icon associated with it.
All right. Oh, yeah, it does. All right, so if I choose Gloom Ring, I have Trinket, 10 AC, not equipped, proficient.
So yeah, you want to equip it.
Proficient?
Not equip. So I think you go to a little edit pencil in your inventory.
Oh, okay, yeah. Trinket.
Go to details, and you want equipment type trinket, equipment status, proficient. So you see the word equipped next to proficient. Click on the box that says equipped. It should turn green.
Let me try it again.
If you
'Cause
want to,
it's-
share your screen, and I can take a look what you're doing. In Zoom.
Yeah, it's on a different machine. So if I click gloom ring and
Do you
click on the
see
pencil.
in your inventory? There's a pencil on the right-hand side on your inventory.
Yep.
There's a shield, a pencil, and a trash can. Click on the
Yep.
pencil and piece of paper.
All right, I see equipment and not equipped. And then I see trinket and 10 AC.
Here's what I see. I'll post this in the chat tool.
Let me close down my...
Or open this up on the computer you're using.
That would take a bit of gymnastics.
Okay.
I could do it. Let me see. What do I have to do? I have to get zoom on this machine.
Go back to the other machine that you have zoom on.
Okay.
I just posted the link in the chat tool. So it's that IP address. I don't want to say it out loud.
You posted it in Zoom?
I posted it in Telegram.
In Telegram. Okay. That's on my phone.
Jesus, dude. Consolidate. Good lord.
Oh, no. That makes it easier for people to hack, so.
Oh, whatever. You're hacked. You don't even know it. Why are you doing all that?
I know stuff is hacked, but I'd like to make it as challenging for them as possible. So,
It's not. That's the problem. I don't want any more chocolate. All right.
What? Chocolate? Oh
Yeah.
my god, chocolate's awesome. All right, let me see.
So do you see what I posted in Telegram? The image? The picture?
Yeah, I see that.
So do you see the word
And
equipped?
actually,
click on the
I
word.
see that.
Click on the word equipped, and it should just equip it. That's all you gotta do. And attune, because you're already attuned to it. Here, I'll do it for you, man. I'll save some time.
I don't
here.
see an equipped. That's the problem. I see it on Foundry, but there's no equipped. Wait, now I see an equipped. Why wouldn't it let me do that?
I have no idea. Let me. I don't think there's an owner to the ring. Let me check that real quick.
All right, so now I need to verify that I don't have a +2 on saving throws because I went in and
I think you have to attune to it first, then you can select the equip. Maybe, I don't know.
But, well, yeah, because I haven't actually attuned to it in this interface.
Yeah, so there you go.
All right. So I'll try to go through Salt. Are you going to leave the server up for a bit?
I can if you like me to.
Yeah, I'd just like to make sure I don't have now have a +2 because I found a way to get a +1 to all saving throws before, but I wasn't attuned to the ring, so I should be able to do that pretty quickly though. Where'd that go? Melee, global spell DC. Global saving throw bonus is gone. Let me go back to my... Nope, I don't have... I should be +6 con, +7 charisma. I don't have that right now. Let me close this character sheet. I'll open them again. No, it's not there.
What's wrong?
The saving throws aren't responding. It's +1 AC and +1 saving throws at this level.
Your magical item is?
Yeah.
So let's see here. There may be a way to do that. Let's see. Maybe look at the old ring +1 and see, but let's see. Gloom ring.
Because it says +1 bonus AC and saving throws while wearing and 60-foot dark vision. Unawakened. You know, that's just wearing it and attuned. But it's not giving me that.
So, ability modifier. Which one does it use?
The ring?
I'm trying to see here.
It's basically a cloak of protection that gives you 60-foot dark vision at once you attune to it.
Yeah, yeah, but you're talking about the +1 to your saves and stuff, right?
Right. Saves and armor class.
Let me
So
pull
my
up,
armor class is,
items,
and my
items.
saves are not responding
Let me see if I can
in
find
Foundry.
Ring of Protection. Close. Let's see if this does it here. Equipment details. Identified. Yeah, I don't see it here either. So maybe on your character sheet you need to yeah, see if there's any AC, hit point, armor class.
Well, I had entered at the beginning of or before the session started, I had entered, let me see, it was attributes, special traits, gear, and I had entered a +1 on saves, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah, when I refreshed it, I told you it would wipe all that and you have to redo it.
Okay.
Add
So that's not there anymore. That's the only thing I had done other than on armor class, I had just typed it to 14 from 13 because it's +1 on AC. So all that is actually reset, but it's not recognizing Gloomband. But I see Gloom Ring in my equipment. But actually, I can't. There's a trinket 10 AC equipped proficient. I can't click on any of that. I can click on the pencil. But I still can't click on trinket.
Here's an article in about a macro. I'll post it in chat for you.
Okay.
But read that if that's really where you want to go with it.
Okay.
Or you just manually edit it. So you would increase your armor class by 1. What is your armor? So if I go
My armor is base plus my dex. Let me go back to my attributes. I think it's 13. Yeah, it's 13. My armor is 13, and the ring would make it 14.
Yeah, there may be a way to do it. I just don't know how. Yeah, I can probably can tell this thing, the Gloom Ring, AC 10 AC. If I modify that.
So does a ring of protection provide +1 on saves anymore, or is that a 3/5 thing?
It does. +1 to saves and armor class.
Okay.
So this ring is an AC of 10. That makes no sense, but it should give you equipment action. There is no action. Equipment usage. Require strength. Stealth check. Something here allows you to do it. I just didn't see it in the options. Equipment action. Other utility. I thought utility might do it. Ability modifier. Damage modifier. Other formula. Saving throws. Nothing there. Range. Saving, healing. Ability check. Other. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a way to do it. I just don't see how to do it.
All right.
I would just manually increase your armor class by 1.
And the saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might
I can do that.
Yeah. And just keep track of it that way.
Okay, yeah, because dark vision doesn't do anything until it's awakened.
Now, there is a Discord group. Let's see here. 1 second. Oh, Lord, it's taking forever. Yeah. I hate when the tools pull away from... Alright, so how do I invite you to this group? Foundry...
No, don't
Notifications,
get on the
privacy.
keyboard.
Are you a
Get off
member?
the
Are you a member of Discord?
I am not.
Oh, well, never mind then. There's a discussion. there's a discussion group on there where you can ask questions for Foundry
Oh.
VTT, and you'll used to get really quick answers. I highly recommend you join it and try it out. All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your time.
Alrighty. I am going.
And
You want me to leave the server
do
up,
we-
or are you good?
no, I think I'm good until we kind of figure out how to. I mean, I can do the +1s. That's fine for now. Do we have the Forgotten Realms campaign, the Sunday campaign? Do we have a date for that?
No, I'm not. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks, Warren.
My
It was a
pleasure.
good campaign. I enjoyed it. Thanks for modifying things to allow the players to interject a pit fight into the middle of the campaign.
That was fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad y'all liked it.
All right.
Good evening.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Bye.
Signing out for the night.